Let's take our time right now, it's just a vibe with you. I feel alive, now I'm feeling like up to the fun, will it stand the test of time right now? I need a sign. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over, am I your lover? Are we going solo, or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Whisper my name, say what you want, show me your touch. I do the same, my breath on your neck while I slowly caress. Feelings in gray, it's still the same. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over, am I your lover? Are we going solo, or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over.
Breathing in, breathing out, there's no more room for any doubt. Empty mind, steady hands, just stay close, stick to the plan. I hear them coming, I hear them coming, and I'm ready as I'll ever be. I hear them coming, I hear them coming down, and I'm ready as I'll ever be. Don't give up, don't give in, don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in, before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. This is it, this is not a drill. Hold nothing back, it's sure to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me too. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in, don't let
when you think that you lost. Oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime, I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you want it to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody.
No, I can't remember the last time that I really felt fine. Now I'm trying to rewind. Cause lately I've been feeling kinda hazy, like I'm stuck in a daydream, and you're not here to save me. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home. I've been reminiscing the late nights. We'd fall in love in the moonlight, then wake up at sunrise. Now I'm just thinking that we should go back to when we were, hold each other to feel good. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home. Take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. up all night. It'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
So far, but so far from close. It's so hard to find my destiny. Try not to drift apart, 'cause you'll be right back at the start. And I don't wanna keep on falling. I gotta stay recalling memories we've lost and found. Explain to me what it's all about.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes 'cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Lock losing love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day, you wanna stay out, you're chasing the night, holding on for life, fading the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know, like I know, we'll take it round and round. You know Mark, South Stuff, South Stuff. Types that never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hearing none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. How you know the flow, got 'em coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move, we move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know, like I know, we'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide, and with the rhymes that make the dimes all close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon.
Yeah.
You said that you want it, so I got it for
Got
you. Let's all get together and show them how we move, we move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know, like I know, we'll take it round and round again.
passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down and left her, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's time to get CIS underway here on the C stream. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be joined by Blair. And it's just the one best of 3 today. It's Simon Gaming taking on Espada. This one should be a close affair between these two teams.
Yeah, obviously Simon Gaming, they did lose. I think both the teams have played just one game so far in the Road to Rio for CIS, and Simon Gaming, unfortunately, losing a very closely fought series against Heart Legion. And for Espada, it was a 0-2 loss against Na'Vi, where map number 2 actually went all the way to overtime. So Espada could definitely surprise and make things a little uncomfortable here for Simon Gaming. So I agree with you, Dinka. I think this is definitely shaping up at least to be a close series.
We did see a lot of crazy CIS matches over the past 3 days, and, well, we have had a good mixture of super long best of 3s and really quick ones, and some in the middle yesterday. It's going to be Dima getting a good start, Nealon going to be falling early. Espada off to the man advantage, while Norbert hiding in behind the sandbags. Might just be getting himself a kill here, but he's hard checked, and it's Dima that takes him away. Now that's the B bomb site completely open.
I am a little confused as to why Nealon went for that fight towards Banana. I do believe that was Nealon, right? He just peeked out towards car and just walked out wide. And okay, Korea just finds Finnegan through the smoke, and Kios joins in the party. Smoke's dissipated, and they're trying to plant in the open. That is a little weird from Espada. 2 nice opening kills, and then suddenly it falls back. There's now a 3v2 bomb yet to be picked up, and it's out in the open. Kriaz and Kios is striking tandem, and this is just terrible, a terrible hold from Espada, but they still do have the health advantage, as Sotfik does find Kriaz living all on Kios in a 1v2.
Yep, 7 HP, gonna fall to 1 bullet. Really scrappy round coming in from both teams there. Espada initially was a great start from them, getting those 2 kills, getting the bomb site, but the fact they so cleanly take the site and still walk away with no bomb plant at all is pretty questionable. Now Simon, they're going to be forced buying into this. It's going to be the Deagles and the MP9. Espada going for a nice mixture of rifles and MAC-10s, but this CT buy is certainly one that could steal this one away.
That happens. Though their Inferno game against Na'Vi was pretty one-sided, but then again, it is Na'Vi, so
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of just a tiny little step above a team like Espada. But the nuke matchup was quite impressive. They took them all the way to overtime. Could have gone either way. Could have definitely gone the way of. Okay, all right. The pistols sing loud. And Daxter replies back. He spots out another player, but that MP9 is going to be a problem. Nealon, meanwhile, finding another kill, and Daxter has a lot of work to do. He's got to retrieve the bomb. And look at the health. They're so very low. Daxter not able to get anything done. They walk into the apps, Dinko, against what they should know. They should have known would have been a force spy. Where even an MP9 or a CZ would be so deadly, and that is not how you want to play an anti-eco, especially on Inferno T side. What have they done? Why would you do that?
You hate to see it, and well, they've literally fully committed to the one part of the map that could have went so badly for them.
It's
But,
only round 2, Dinko.
yeah. It's round 2, but it begins. Welcome back to the House of Fun. CIS Counter-Strike.
All right, I'm ready. My body's ready. I'm woken up. I'm awake. I'm wide awake. Let's do this.
Mentally prepared. I've been preparing myself all night, but I've been doing some mad Zen stuff. I've been looking into some Japanese, meditation techniques. For the past 7 hours, I've been sitting with my legs crossed, staring at a wall. I'm ready.
Ooh, that nade somehow not doing any damage. A nice one, Deke, but it's alright. Mo's going to pick up the 2 players towards mid, and it's all in Finnegan. So it's going to be 2-1 to Simon Gaming. And there we go. They're going to be very happy with the way this one's played out. The pistol round almost fell apart. I mean, it did fall apart. And then they literally get handed a free round on a golden platter. So Simon are going to be feeling very, very happy about this. It is their map pick after all. I do believe the second map is, let me take a very quick gander here. It is going to be Mirage being picked by Espada. And then the remaining map, if it does go to it, is going to be Overpass.
And we've got plenty of CIS matchups on at the moment. We have got 3 streams running simultaneously. Over on the A stream, it's Virtus Pro taking on Navi. On the B stream, it's Hard Legion taking on Prosto. And well, Mo off to a good start in this round. Patsy and Dima gonna fall to the nade. Mo coming in alongside Norbert with easy kills. Finnegan doing a good bit of work as Mo's going to fall on the clock, but he should be falling very quickly here. Kios hunts into him. Simon just cutting through them, getting that round over and done with as quickly as possible, and we get into the gun rounds. It's going to be Espada back onto the AKs. They give themselves a good chance by winning the pistol, but kind of fluffed it, so time to try and rectify those issues.
The buy is in. However, it's also the upgrade coming in for the CTs. An op in the hands of Mo. They haven't really opted to really go for the rifle upgrades, which is fair enough. They can still make something to do with MP9s. MP9 is going to allow Kriaz and Norbert to probably play towards apps. You see that. We can see both of the MP9s playing towards apps. We're going to be having that setup. Oh, they might actually push all the way on down. Oh no, they're just going to hold the line. This could work out. MP9 up close. Ooh, oh no, oh no, oh no. Will he make his escape though? There is a player who's trying to get the flank on him and get the kill. That is Finnegan, but a Molotov's going to burn him and pushes him out. And that's just genius work from Simon Gaming. They added 2 MP9s and they come out on top of it with 2 kills, just 1 casualty, and then free AK-47 as well. And Kios walks out straight through Banana. I don't know why he'd have to do that. But please tell me, Dinko, why has he done that?
I don't know. It's just questionable decisions across the board, but I think they've just got enough skill that they are so used to being able to do it and it paying off, and it's always the high risk plays. But like we discussed before, when you see these kind of teams, they have great individuals, they definitely have the potential, they just need a little bit more development. And when you see the sort of disparity between the top teams and maybe teams in tier 3, 2, you'll just see there's far less mistakes, barely any coming through, and it's all about playing that percentage Counter-Strike. Whereas teams like Simon and Espada, yes, they may be really solid individuals and maybe even to an extent have good fundamentals, but for the most part, they're going to be making a lot more mistakes than some of these top teams, and you'll be scratching your head at some of the decisions coming through, but Norbert's going to be sitting back in the pit. He's going to do some damage onto Finnegan. 11 HP moving forward. The smoke deploys. The Molotov isn't effective. And now with 7 seconds, Norbert's just doing a brilliant job at delaying. It's a brilliant kill onto Finnegan. And now Dexter with no time left. It'll be the round going in favor of Simon. 4-1.
Yeah, that's just great work from him. Just staying alive. There's no need whatsoever for him to face Norbert. MVP. But again, Simon Gaming, I mean, that push to down Banana through the smoke, I mean, you have the advantage, there's no need to go for it, it's a 4v3. And just these very questionable decisions that they make, where, look, I can see rounds where, force buys or eco rounds can work out, it does happen here and there, and it's usually, if you look at tier 1 CS, it's mostly because of some exceptional play coming in, or a very rare mistake being made by the teams who are playing the anti-eco, right? However, most of the CIS, at least the few games we've casted so far, it's about so many mistakes being made by the team who's playing the anti-eco. It just reminds me of old Counter-Strike. Like, I'm talking about like 3-4 years back, where teams really didn't know how to contend against the pistols. Agreed, the pistols there back then were a little bit more overpowered. For example, I'm looking at the Tech 9 and the CZ, but we spoke about it yesterday. The pistols are in a very good place right now. It's not overpowered at all. It's looking pretty good. And yet they still manage to fluff so many rounds that they have no reason fluffing. And it's not just the one team; it's so many of them, and it pains me thinking that.
Nealon is going to go down in towards Banana. He's going to do a little bit of damage onto Sotfik. At this point, Espada just hoping that the Dexter can roll into some sort of success, and really feeling to get him up. He will get up on top of the boost. Now playing on top of Porch, but he's going to miss that jump as well. Not a great day here for Dexter at the moment. They're going to hear those footsteps. They know they're close short already. Kriaz could just sit in the corner up here at just above default, and he's got the help of his teammate inside of the side itself, with Nealon just chipping away, taking kill after kill. That's 3 for him. Patsy finally coming into play. I'm pretty sure Patsy's like a granny name in the UK. And well, Dima is into a 1v3 now.
Oh, wait. Okay. Dima just pushing and trying to do a little bit of damage. He actually does inflict quite a bit of a slap on the economy of Simon there. There's a 4v1 and a 2 Deegs. Just nice shots coming out from him. But it's not going to be enough. It's still 5 rounds in a row for Simon Gaming. And although they did suffer a couple of casualties they really shouldn't have, they still managed to have a pretty decent economy here going to round number 7. The buy will be coming in for Espada though. 5 AK-47s, a pretty hefty amount of utility as well to work with over here. And again, the aggression from Simon towards B. I like the aggression. It's just the over-aggression, which I'm not a big fan of. 3 players early towards B. They should be leaving Mo all by his lonesome towards the banana area, towards Ka, while the other 2 players, that is Kioz and Nealon, will be rotating over towards A bomb site, just to bolster that A bomb site defense. And Espada, they have taken apps control very early on, and they're going to find themselves a free top mid. The bracket control is going to be pretty much handed to them by Simon for free. And that might just lull them into taking this A bomb site, where 4 CTs are lying in wait.
Well, Keo is catching Saltfake. It's going to be a man advantage now for Simon. Still a minute left for Espada to recover this. Kriyash just sitting in the pit though, has the help of Norbert on the site. And I think from an eye test straight away here, Blair, I think we're starting to see Espada just look a little rough around the edges. I think Simon is certainly looking like the much better roster on an individual level to start things off. Espada are kind of misfiring a little bit. And that's going to be a big issue if they can't get it going, because Simon is just going to keep finding round wins. This would be a big turnaround if they can get a 4v5 going their way. Fully committing in towards the A-bomb site. It's well telegraphed. Everyone on Simon knows it's going this way, and they're going to be holding on for it. Kriaz in the pit. That Molotov comes in way too late. Patsy getting 1 kill. Dima as well. And well, 3v3, but the bomb plant is denied.
Ooh. Patsy recovers in time. 17 seconds. They can still actually make this happen. Patsy going for the plant. They know exactly where he is. Finnegan on the graveyard. Will it be his grave though? Because they still don't know where he is. He's trying his best to stay alive here. Mo misses the shot. Oh no, Finnegan! You need to land those, but Mo with a beautiful recovery. And he's just baiting on Patsy, and Mo is going to seal deal with the deagle. What a shot from Mo, but what a fail by Finnegan. You hate to see it.
Well, so it's just going from bad to worse for Espada, and they just cannot get anything going their way. Tactical timeout coming through. They've definitely lost control of this first half. They're not really in it. They won the pistol, and even then it wasn't the most convincing of round wins. And since then, it's just been the Simon show. A tactical timeout. Well, they have got money coming into this next round, so maybe they have something up their sleeve. Maybe they can figure something out during this tactical pause.
That was actually almost perfect for Finnegan. They had no idea where he was. He hadn't shown himself at all. Mo was looking the wrong way. That should have been a free kill. At this level, you can't have those whiffs. You can't. You are in a... You know, you're battling it out here for the road to Rio. You have so many pretty impressive teams out there you're going to be facing off against, and you have to seize every tiny little opportunity you have, and you can't have those fails. Like, I don't like pointing it out, honestly. I'm not one of the guys who's going to be, oh my god, he failed at spray.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to everyone. But when you are already the underdogs, and you're getting outplayed so convincingly like this, you need to win those. Nealon gets the opening kill. Norbert and Mo get taken down. The aggression towards mid getting punished. Now, Kriya's got a lot to do. He's going to peek out, gets a kill in Finnegan, who's having a rough day indeed. Dexter's not wasting any time. He's going to be pushing in, and Kriya's lucky to stay alive there. Just a half a second little too late, and his head would have been plucked off his shoulders. There's 3v3. Retake already poised and ready to take place.
Need to push through the smoke now. They run on through. It's going to be Patsy holding on. That's a great spray onto 2. Sophic able to assist him. Much better from Espada. Getting that A-bomb site convincingly and locking it down. They lose 3 players, but in the end, Espada will pick up the round win. And a desperate time for them. They needed to find it. And well, they do. Simon coming right back into it, though, with a bye. If they lose this one, Simon, they're right down to the eco. I think that's a telltale sign of how close a lot of these rounds have been in terms of kills.
Yeah, they were hemorrhaging too many players on the rounds, which they shouldn't have been. Like, a couple of rounds where just had the Deagles. The one with Dima getting the 2-1 Deagles come to mind. And Simon Gaming. Man, that game against Hard Legion, I think, almost broke the both of us. That overpass game especially comes to mind, and that was wild. I think we had close to a dozen in a best of 3 series. I think we had over a dozen eco rounds being won, or like force buy rounds being won, which was ludicrous. Almost like a tennis rally with guns. Or pistols, rather. Well, Espada, heavy presence towards mid, and they fall on back. Mo, gonna be challenged, and of course he's gonna land those. He's gonna re-peek is a question. He's gonna stick on around. Spots another player out. He's gonna stick around him. Mo, what an absolute madman. It's a very dangerous game he's playing. Gonna fall on back, not fully though. Still holding the line. Forcing Espada back towards a bomb, so it's 3C is still there. I like Simon Gaming not over-rotating out of the bomb site. And Espada now with a man down and just smoking a flashbang remaining. This is gonna get a little dicey.
No, Finnegan just holding the corner, kneeling just around the side. No, the flashbang gets away in position, but there's the team kill. Oh, that could have been brilliant, but nope, Espada killing their own teammate. Finnegan able to take down Norbert. Now they move forward. Finnegan, he's going to fall. Kriaz inside of the pit, looking for a little bit more, but Patsy arriving to the party, taking the kill. And with 19 seconds left, it's going to be Patsy just holding on. Kios wanting to move forward. He's going to be spotted. Patsy taking him down. Maybe a granny name, but he's certainly showing up. And Dexter finding the kill as well. There we go, Espada. Nearly a nightmare scenario up there towards long, but they make it happen. And, well, we might just have a recovery here in the first half, because Simon are back to the eco.
And the flashbang hitting the body. That's hilarious. Huh. Alright, let's see how this one plays out. It's still early days, but Espada have done a good job. Just kind of like whittling away just chipping away the economy of Simon. So they are down to just the P250 and a couple of Deagles. And these kind of like mid to late round hits with the A-bomb site is proving quite fruitful. Norbert. That's weird. Gets tagged. Lucky not to get taken down. As Kios perfectly timed flashbang just decapitates the player. What are you doing, Sotvic? Just walks on out and Kios just like a turret.
Should be dead
Mini
here, though,
solo turret. Surely he's not going to get more. But Mo with immediate trade, but walks on down mid when he knows there's a player there. And now the 2v2. Health and Norbert 13 HP, 6 on Dima, and Krias picked himself up in AK-47. This has gone very, very scary indeed. Finnegan spotted out Krias.
They're losing way too many players here on the on the T side, and they might just potentially lose this round, because now with an AK in the hands of Krias, you never know what might happen. They're going to be running back over towards that A-bomb side. That's exactly where this AK is. Krias just going back up to Graveyard. This is the perfect position as well. He can just hide and let them plant. He can take one kill, and then they last as low as well. Dima sprinting towards pit. Hasn't been spotted. There's the kill. Oh my god, what a play from Krias. Just hides away in the Graveyard and unleashes hell onto the Simon players.
Oh, man. How they Espada, like how do you ruin that one for yourselves? You have a player push down mid. He gets the first kill, and then the player from Banana just walks out, not even like no flashes, no nothing. He just walks out thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to take the duel." And even the player towards T-Ram, he didn't even help him out. He just walks out alone. And one thing you can't take away from the CIS players, they are sick with their aim. And you can't give them that space to work with. I mean, of course, well played by Simon Gaming, but still, Espada, that's a round you should definitely not be giving. Considering Simon Gaming, they're really good at Inferno. You don't want to give away these sort of rounds. Fast play coming out towards mid. Norbert Incendiary to keep the T's at bay, and a smoke as well towards the quads as they're gonna rotate all the way back to B. It's interesting to watch Espada's T side. They go towards A, then they like just get stopped in their tracks. They don't stick around. They don't waste any time. They head straight back towards B, and to get picked off there, then if run back to A. It's a very one-dimensional approach I've seen so far from them here early. Early days though, still only 10 rounds being played out. Here comes the smoke towards CT spawn. They do have the guns to work with. There's only one CT there, so this could be the bomb site going the way of being taken by Espada, as Kios does a bit of damage though.
Spam going through the smoke. Kios trying to line them up. He does do damage on towards Dima, but with no kills coming through just yet, it's an interesting affair here for the T side. Just not much utility left here on the CTs. Dima's going to be mullied out of position, but he's actually got himself up on boost already, so it doesn't really matter. Nice kill from Saltfake, catching Krias through the CT smoke, and now Dima looking to hold on. It's going to be an easy kill for him, taking down Norbert. Kio's coming through, but the T side are winning everything. This boost allowing an easy kill for Dexter, and now Mo sits alone, back behind the coffins, and around the Espada probably shouldn't have won this convincingly, goes their way.
That's just a little weird. Again, for Simon Gaming, I mean, you have 4 players over at A. It was Kios playing towards B, and he's playing towards CD spawn. So if you want to go for the retake setup, then at least do a better job with the retake. I'm sorry, it sounds very harsh, but you got to retake better than that. Alright, they weren't checking the usual angles. They just kind of like 3-man walked out from coffins. It's almost not going to pan out in your favor. The flashback didn't do much on the T's who were playing the postman as well. And yeah, if you're going to keep 4 at A, your B guy needs to be, in my opinion, a little bit more aggressive. Maybe towards broken wall, mini wall, or maybe towards, you know, at least the top of banana, right? Just like have some eyes as to what's happening instead of just kind of playing that passively. Patsy. Nice recovery. Looking for more. Ooh, nice stuff there from 12. Oh, actually helped out by Daxter there. And Mo is looking to find a gun. He just finds a USB, unfortunately, and I think they know where he is. Ah, there we go. Picks up the CZ, jumping around. They know exactly where he is and already on the hunt. Although I would advise against it. They should just wait for him to peek out into the crosshairs and just pushing in. And I do believe that's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, Dacer's going to catch Mo, 7-5. Espada, they may not be having the cleanest of starts, but neither are Simon, really. I mean, the rounds that they found are based off of individual players, I think. Obviously, with Norbert stepping up, denying a few positions, and obviously a big clutch coming through and a pistol round. Espada could very easily be on 7 rounds here as well. So it's been a pretty scrappy round across the table, and I think that's what we come to get used to here, the CIS region. That's why we love it to an extent as well. It's just crazy, unpredictable CS. You never really know what's going to happen. When we were casting a Hard Legion game back a few days ago, we just seen, what, like 5, 6, 4 spies in a row, just winning. Really dumb. This banana aggression really working well. Nealon's going to be pushing up all the way towards the logs. Now they can just leave him there and rotate that the Mo off of the angle, and he can go play towards A if he desires. But they're actually just going to keep it here. Maybe get a flank going on around the backside. Espada looking to try and commit, but that Molotov comes in at the right time. Sofix just going to run right through it.
Not having too much damage either. This positioning could be quite a... Ooh, Krias taking a lot of damage into Nathan. Nealon's walked up. He's walked on up. This could be massive. He's walked on past the T peering down from the balcony area. He's gonna get a free kill here. Finds one. Waits patiently.
Oh, Patsy.
Flank coming in. Yeah, he should have this kill here. Oh, no. There's a player right behind, though. Trade should be coming in, but Mo's gonna fall. And now they know. Now they know the B bomb side's empty. But the bomb has yet to be picked up.
Oh my
lines
God.
them up. It's all gone wrong, Dinko. Krias left alone. Oh my God. How's this one falling apart? How is this one falling apart?
They immediately, as soon as they lose that player in the middle, as soon as Mo goes down, they fully rotate, start rotating to B. And Krias was just sitting in the pit. He wasn't hiding away. If he actually peeked up above, he would have seen the bomb line on short. Just a little bit unfortunate. Obviously, he's playing the more passive position. He's playing just behind the pit so he doesn't fall. But if he even just goes for a little jiggle to get some information, he'll spot that bomb on towards short. They'll know it's still there, and they don't have to commit to it. A little unfortunate, but that's just the overcommitment really there from Simon. Espada did want to go towards B. We're kind of in a tough position, but Simon set them up for success.
I mean, I completely get the push down mid. Well, push down banana, but again, over-eagerness, it's not really worth it.
I feel like they could have just left one player in banana. He can come out with a late lurk. Mo could have gone over and assisted in that A attack with the AWP. Like, you could definitely have done something better there. Krios is going to get an opening kill. Patsy gone, and the nade takes down Kios.
Yeah, I don't really see Spada losing this one, as Norbert does find Finnegan, but just the 3 digs. Spada doing a great job here so far, though, considering... Ooh, Mo! Alright, all on Krios. He doesn't care. He's just going to be going for the fight here. Dexter not really spotting him out yet, but manages to triangulate where the traces are coming from, and that is going to be the round. Going the way of a spot of 7-all on Simon's map pick. They have won 6 out of the last 7 rounds, Dinko. And it's all gone wrong for Simon Gaming. They had a massive lead. They were looking so very good. 6-1 lead. And it's a whittle away, and now 7-all. And they only have themselves to blame for this, if you ask me. Some of the decision-making is very suspect from Simon. I mean, rotating out, over-rotations, rotating out when you have no clear idea what a tease might be, lack of utility usage. They've made more mistakes than... nice shot from Mo, and Norbert as well chiming in. The flash is being avoided somehow. But yeah, like we spoke about how Espada flopped in 1 round against the eco push, but this is worse from Simon. They're supposed to play better than this, especially CD side Inferno. Come on, it's already favoring you. You should be doing much better, and this round's much better from them. At least they go into the second half with the 1 round lead.
Well, it is time for a short halftime break, but we'll be right back to continue this madness. It's 7, it's close as it can get. Espada scrapping their way back into the first half. We'll see if they can continue it in the second.
Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend
never thought you were sitting next to me. I don't understand. It's just I never seen you smile. You wanna make out, give me a second. It's just you never talk, I never listen. When do we fall in love? Make up your mind.
Welcome back to ESL 1 Road to Rio. My name is Dinko. I'm joined by Blair, and we get into the second half. Simon Gaming taking on Espada.
And this is a very aggressive play. Oh, this could fall apart here for Simon. They might be just stuck.
Okay.
1-2 wombo combo. Everyone's dead. It's on
Yep, that's it. You said it. It could fall apart, and it did. That's it. 5 kills coming in for Espada. Perfect pistol start for them. Simon just not getting anything done. It's like it's like one of those traditional battles, you know. They're heading into battle in the middle of the field. They head on, but Espada are like the cavalry, and Simon are like the foot soldiers.
It's kind of like we see the Lord of the Rings, the second movie, when you see the when it's a Gandalf coming in with the armies from Rohan, and the horses just charge on.
Helm's Deep.
Yeah, Helm's Deep just destroys everyone, and yeah, kind of reminiscent of that. I liked it. I like it from Espada though. They didn't take it slow. They've won now both the pistol rounds on a map which is Simon's home map. It's their pick. And a lovely, lovely, lovely flashbang. Finnegan unfortunately not able to get the third, but he's done the damage. And a secondary flashbang, keeping back the other Simon players at bay, ensuring they don't pick up the M4A1. We slowly see a rotation taking place as well. Dima joining, coming back, heading back to the A bomb side just to bolster the defense a little bit more.
Well, Simon pulling himself off of top middle. They're going to be going back up via Banana. They have got one player just holding on here. It's Soltvik with a UMP. He has got Dima coming over here. Soltvik pretty low as well, so you can't really rely on the UMP to be the one anchor point over towards B. So they're going to get a little bit of a boost going on. A 2-2 setup in each bomb site. I'm a fan of this. We'll see if Espada can get it done on the whole. They should be able to find this opening kill. And there's the bomb picked off. Dima just cascading himself with a coffin again. Soltvik actually gets well checked there. Mo taking him down. And now Dima hits the deck as well. 2v2. Bomb site taken and a rotation having to come through.
Alright. 4v3 it was, favoring Simon. Sorry, 4v favoring Espada. Now, this actually might fall apart. Both the players have Kevlar. They have the M4s. And Rasides actually just have the FAMAS in the hands of Patsy. And Dexter doesn't even have any helmet. Couple of flashes, no kit. They need to make some haste here. One person spotted out. Oh no, it's all gone wrong again, Dinko. It's all gone wrong. Dexter pushing in, trying to fake flash his way out. Kriaz doesn't miss those. Wow. And normal services have resumed, ladies and gentlemen.
4 spies after 4 spy. Well, Simon going to get this one done. Although, look what Espada have played. It's a 4 spy, so I never really know what's going to go on.
Pistols. Oh no. For those of you probably wondering why we are moaning about this, we did the last game, not the previous one, that was Unique, who got pretty much very convincingly beaten. But the last time we saw Simon gaming a couple of days back, the game against Hard Legion has perhaps one of the most ridiculous number of 4 spy wins I've seen in a very long time, and this just seems like more of the same again. On the bright side though, it's a pretty close game. Nealon walks in through the smoke, helped out with a flashbang, although Dima wasn't really blinded, but he does fall. The re-aggression coming out from Finnegan, unfortunately no one to find.
Well, Simon, 3 players walking up in towards middle. Patsy in towards the apartments. It's going to be an easy kill for Patsy. That's going to be Kriaz dropped, and the start, or maybe a comeback into the round here for Espada. The bomb is starting to wrap via long. It might just go through archway here, so the main battle is going to be in the hands of Finnegan to see if he can get anything done with the 5-7. He's going to boost himself out. It's going to be the smoke that lands in front of him. He's going to be overrun. Nealon takes that kill relatively easily. And now it's Saltfake, the only remaining player over on B here. Here's the footsteps coming in from Banana, but he's going to be checked. He's going to be spammed through the smoke, caught by Kios. Another site can be taken by Simon, and a 10th round as well.
Yeah, much better recovery from Simon Gaming. That looked very, very scary. Indeed. I think the spotter should be just saving their guns here. Patsy with the A1, Dexter with the MAC-10. Now there's no point going for this one. And it was a force buy after all. 9-8 scores. It's looking like it potentially might tie things up with Espada, but Simon Gaming managing to win an anti-eco. Well, the miracles never cease.
Well, 10-8 on the board now, and Espada are going to have an M4 into this next round at least. And the MAC-10 Kevlar saved over, so at least it's something. But Simon should again not really have too many issues taking 11 rounds. I think Simon actually, in a way, have underperformed so far in this tournament. I think they've had definitely a difficult time in terms of the opponents they've had to play, but they have so much skill on the team. I think they could certainly take it over the line against Espada. When I was looking at the odds and seeing how close these guys are in terms of how the betting companies are going with it, and seeing how close they are in terms of rankings as well on EHL TV, I was expecting a really, really close matchup. But I definitely think Simon are probably going to take the edge. I think they just have so much skill. They've also got that experience as well. You know, Mo's a really experienced player. Norber's actually a sick individual. I think he's actually a little bit underrated as well at times. But we have a really good mix here over in Simon.
It is a mix of very interesting nationalities for sure. As Patsy making contact, just a warning shot. Flashbang to pop on out, doesn't find anyone, and now Nealon regressing pretty dry smoke. They have to decide, do they let it bloom? It will indeed. Patsy pushing up further. There's a gap in the smoke. Norbert is very, very aware of it. They haven't really gone for anything crazy. Oh, the timing on that. Patsy pushes it perfectly timed, but doesn't quite get the kill. As Dexter. I like the way they're like, you know, chipping away from the sides. And suddenly, Dinko. Suddenly, it's a 4v3 with pistols. The M4A1 they had didn't even do anything.
Yeah. It's kind of a scary scenario here, but luckily Korea is going to pull one kill back, but still the advantage side to Espada. Only one player on the A-bomb side, so if they are to spring in right now, they'll have a 2v1 fight, and that may potentially be the winning factor. Also, they could go back towards Banana, and that's exactly where Saltfik is waiting. Going to be around in the corner eventually, but Kio's just walking up with 15 seconds left. They're going to have to commit in towards the A-bomb site. It's all onto the hold here. It has to be a big hold from Finnegan inside of the site with the Deagle. He's going to try and do his best. He just needs one kill to deny the bomb plant, and that should be it. He's going to swing into the open, and they line up for him, the collateral. And it's going to be an easy round for Espada, winning off the back of pistols.
Is that like the 4th round now so far in this game?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, 4 pistol rounds won. Well, they had a MAC-10, which got to 2 kills, but still, against full rifles. 19 rounds played, of which 4 of them were won with pistols. It looks like it's going to be the same case for the duration of this game, if you ask me. I think we should just, like, mentally prepare ourselves for this. But yeah, Simon Gaming not playing that one quite right. They were very reactionary towards the brackets area. The second they saw or, like, had any friction towards the arch area, they completely ignored towards quads, and that's when player peeks out, gets a kill, and then, you know, he further reaggresses. The protocols are really not on point with Simon here on their T side, which is kind of scary and worrisome considering it is their map pick. They should be taking this one pretty convincingly. And for Espada, we already know that Inferno is not the best. They lost very convincingly to Na'Vi, but they're not a team that he should really be, you know, just not considering at all, because they did manage to say, like I said, they did manage to take Na'Vi in a very close scoreline on Nuke. I do believe it was 1917 or something like that, and that impresses me, honestly. Like a team whom I don't really know much about, apart from the 2 players they have, that is Dima and Saltfik.
Yeah.
It's quite an achievement, right? So for Simon Gaming, you want to take this map convincingly. You don't want to be so loosey-goosey, and if you do that, they're going to get punished.
I think I can be a little tiny bit scared for Navi in this tournament. Mainly because, you know, we already seen their woes online in Pro League. You know, losing to some teams they definitely shouldn't be. But we know they're a little bit weaker online. We've seen that come through. A lot of the top teams are. I think Liquid's probably the best example at the moment for some reason. In the road to Rio, at least. They look okay in Pro League. Well, here goes the push. It's going to be Simon Gabby making their way on towards the A-bomb site. Finnegan going to be winning here. He was the bane of their existence in the last round. He will get another headshot this time. Norbert overrunning him with the Tech 9, and now they've got the site. Looking to try and just take this round over Simon. Mo up in apartments. They've got quite good post-plant positions here, Blair. They've got a lot of control. This is actually going to be difficult for Espada to force them out. They don't have control of the pit, though. Patsy's still doing a good job there. And, well, there we go. That's a double for him. And this is perfectly played from Patsy. It'll be another round of the board for Espada as they even up the scoreline 10 apiece.
But so well done. So well done with Espada. A very good round in that. And yeah, like you said, they had very good post plans, but they needed to clear the pit player out, or they needed to kind of neutralize him, and they did not have the Molotov to flush him out or make him uncomfortable. Great hold coming out from the pit player out of Espada. However, well, quite a ways to go. Bomb down for Simon, and that means they can eke out. It's going to be kind of a light investment, nothing too crazy. So let's see what they do with this. Tech 9s and Kevlar on all 5 players. It feels like 2015 all over again, Dinko. Love it.
Yeah, it's like a good bit of French CS as well. Okay, Patsy getting a double lineup. It's going to be relatively easy for him, just running him down though with the Tech 9s. It doesn't really matter. Dexter assists, Patsy gets another, and that's an easy cleanup for Espada. That's what we like to see, Blair. A huge win against Pistols.
Yeah. Good job, Espada. Also, that was wild from Simon. The whole W, Tech 9 just spamming away. I haven't seen rounds like that in quite a while, if you ask me. But 11 to 10, Espada back in the lead. Have they ever been in the lead? Yeah, they had a little narrow lead earlier on. It was actually no. This is the first time in the lead. They won the pistol round on round number 1. Apart from that, they haven't been in the lead ever. It's been Simon just leading by a couple of rounds. But here we go, Espada. 11 to 10 in Simon's mapping. If they take this, they're going to be feeling very comfortable.
Yep, and that's a scary thing here for Simon. I think when the going gets rough in these chaotic situations, Simon are going to have problems in terms of communication. I think we've actually seen that come through. Sometimes the decision-making is not really looking like everybody's on the same page. That is always the issue with these international mixes. Ooh.
Not Vic. Turn down mid. That's a call for the rotation. Immediately, Finnegan makes his way towards B bomb side, and it's perfect. He's got an extra smoke and an incendiary as well. There we go. Tosses it in. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Well, not too bad, in fact, but he does know there's someone nearby because the nade did come flying his way as well. The Molotov is going to be tossed in at 38 seconds. It's all about timing. It's all about the timing. And Dexter, he's got the op. He's got a couple of flashes as well. No utility, though. It's going to be contact plate. Dexter finds one. Molotov will be tossed in. That's going to isolate Norbert and Dima. Great work from the man. 2 quick headshots. And this is pretty much done unless Neelan pulls out something truly miraculous.
Well, Neelan, he's going to move forward. Mo trying to just stay in banana. And, well, there goes the bomb across to the grill. They're going to try and pick it up, but Finnegan is close by. He should just spam away, but unfortunately, that's not going to be happening. Mo peeks into the open, finds one, but the round is won by Espada. 12-10, now 4 away for victory here on Inferno. Money problems will continue for Simon. They didn't get the bomb plant in that last round, which has cost them a bye coming into this. And now Espada probably looking down the barrel at 13 rounds.
They only have themselves to blame. Tech 9 to Deeks coming out once more. It is, again, not a full investment. But these rounds... Espada seem to have finally figured out how to handle Simon here. This time around, it's going to be all 5 players coming in towards Banana by the looks of it. And unfortunately for them, 3 cities lying in wait. And they don't know that, though. They know at least there are a couple here. Dexter just spamming away with the AWP, and Simon immediately opted to head towards the A bomb site real quick, fast and furious. 2 smokes and a flash remaining, or rather just the 1 smoke and a flash. And here they come popping in. There are 3 players there though, but Patsy this time not able to get anything done. They're overrunning them, but Dexter through the smoke with a decoy replies back with a frag of his own. And now it's a 3v3. Rifles will be retrieved. Kriaz in the pit with the AK-47.
Well, diving forward, Saltfake is going to try and run on in. Kriaz from the pit trying to do some damage. Now Saltfake just up towards short. Smoke is going to deploy in front of his face. Now he needs to move forward. It's going to be Mo just ready for it. Well, that's going to be an easy kill. Kriaz taking down Saltfake. Looking for more. Mo inside of the site, just holding on, and not again. Pistols out of nowhere. 11 on the board for Simon. They just cut through them. Kriaz with 3 kills in that round, and we're right back into things.
You can't lose rounds like this so often. Once in a while, yeah, forgivable, but this is ridiculous. Both the teams, not just Espada, but both the teams, they just don't know what to do against these pistols. What's going on? This is just... Alright. Simon Gaming, though, that's a lifeline for them winning that round. And with that, they have the weaponry. They also are getting hammered down by a lot of utility. Lovely stuff, Dima and Thoughtfik teaming up together to find a couple. Thoughtfik spraying blindly. They've done so much damage. A combined HP of 13 on the 2 B side defenders. But they've done the job. And they're going to fall back to the safety of the bomb site.
Well, that's a good reply from Espada. But Simon aren't on the pistols. It's all relatively smooth for Espada. It's actually going to favor them as well. Obviously, it's not so much like the old economy system where you would win one and then lose straight away and then you'd be back on double eco again, but they certainly are going to have a weekend bye going into this next round if Simon do lose this. Especially if Espada don't lose too many more players. We've got 2 players inside of the pit already. One in towards CT spawn, just kind of in limbo about where he wants to go, but with Norbert taking that kill in towards the A bomb site, he's going to be pulled over towards Library. And it's Finnegan trying to get involved. He's going to be peeking into the open, catching Kriaz. And now the push comes in towards the A bomb site. It's going to be Finnegan and Saltfik with the kills. 24 seconds, Norbert blind, and the kill comes through from Finnegan. 13 to 11. They keep 4 players alive, and that is going to solve the money issues. And take a look at Simon. Yeah, they will be able to get some weapons in here, but again, not going to be a full solid buy. It's going to have to be scrappy.
And they're good against the rifles. They are good against the rifles. Their protocols are on point. Great flashes, great utility usage. You know what they're doing. It's just against the pistols, they just decide to go play way at the back of the sights, allow the teams to get up close. They just overrun them. I don't get it. You don't do that. Like, you don't allow zombies to get up close. You know, you maintain distance and you shoot them in the head.
I think that's the best way of explaining it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's as simple as I can make it, right? Like, what can zombies do? They get up close to you and bite you in the face. That's what a Tech 9 does as well. So, you know, just play the distance. And try to, like, you know, keep them away from you. Use utility.
The Tech 9 era is back, Blair. It's coming.
Oh, no.
Well, Norbert... He's going to be waiting around the corner. Finnegan and the Cubby. They're going to check this, surely. No, they're not. There we go. First kill for Finnegan. Second as well. No. He's just going to kill everybody from the Cubby. And, well, Dima has arrived as well. There we go. That's the kind of round you want to see if you're a Espada. Not losing against a buy that Simon threw everything at. Espada now looking down the barrel of the win. 2 away from victory here on Inferno. Simon going for the tactical timeout. Their money is in the bin. They can get Deagles in here, Tech 9s, Blair. Who knows? They might walk away with a win.
Yeah, it is a terrifying proposition, and I just saw a tweet from Professor from HLTV where the Na'Vi just got ecoed by just Tech 9s from Virtus Pro. So maybe you're onto something here.
I mean, the Tech 9 is it's a pretty good weapon now. They just sort of put the changes up a little bit more. They buffed it slightly, increased it, but over time, I remember when it was just mental, but then they changed it and it became useless, and everybody picked up the CZ. But Now we're starting to see the Tech9 have a bit of a resurgence, a second wind. It's not as wild as the CSAD used to be. I remember JW with that and Flusher with that thing.
Oh, listen, that was a thing of beauty, all right. But I personally feel like the Tech9 was way more. It broke the game a little bit way more because like you had bullets as well. Hold on. Tech9 train. Oh, all right. They're not winning the round. Okay, that's good. Woo!
Yeah.
All left alone.
There we go. That's what you want to see, Espada.
Good job, Espada. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Mo has some Titan stickers on his gun. Is that a holo?
That is a holo. On this one, on the P250,
yeah.
the nuke drop. Whatever it's
Nuclear
called.
threat, I think it's called.
Yeah. That's a nice one. That's a pretty rare one.
Yeah. Nice, Mo. I guess that's what happens when you win a major.
Yeah, you get some really cool stickers, or you get Titan holo stickers. I think it's a holo sticker, is it? Yo, it is one. It is a holo sticker.
That's nuts. Okay. Well, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. Mo eventually does get absolutely decapitated. I do remember, though, bringing it back to the Tech-9s before we get into this buy round. I remember the Olafmeister, that thing. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, it got to a point where it's like that Tech-9 for Olaf was an extension of his body.
Yeah, I remember this song Tech-9 Meister some guy made. I don't know if it's
also Strico something.
Yeah. That was good.
I wonder if I can probably play it on my phone. I hope it doesn't like get picked up by it's an original song, I think. I don't think it should have a copyright strike. It was pretty terrible. But hilarious though. But what's not hilarious is Simon Gaming and their fans are in look. Ooh, great shot from Dexter. Great shot from Dexter. Oh, lovely work. That's beautiful. That is this beautiful, seamless teamwork coming in from Espada.
Yep, finding that one kill, chipping away, then falling back out. We'll see if Simon Gaming can recover from this. They're a man down in the round, so really this is the best opportunity for Espada to get the win over the line, to take us to that second map straight away. And while Simon are going to be trying to do their best to stay alive here on Inferno. Up towards top middle, 3 players, Stan, Finnegan. Can start rattling a couple of shots through the smoke. Look at the stack on the A-bomb site, though, from Espada. They have just left 1 player over here. Dima on his own on the B-bomb site. The rotations are not going to be quick either. If Simon commit to the site right now, they might actually have an easy time with things.
That's what I don't like with the way they're playing this B-bomb site. So, this is textbook Counter-Strike theory. If you have no control of Banana, and you have 4 players stacked towards that A-bomb site, if you lose your B player, there's no time for rotation to take place. But if Dima and Sotvi are going to get killed like that, I guess it doesn't really matter. But the theory is, if the T's push in and miraculously whatever, they just overwhelm the one defender, even if the CTs have the man advantage, you've lost the bomb site, rotation's going to take some time, and the T's are going to have all the time in the world to set themselves up for a very comfortable post plant, right? And that's something you don't want to see. And again, I'm not saying it's a hard and fast rule. I'm not saying that is the only way to play, this B-bombs at Inferno. But generally speaking, there is a reason why that is a common way to approach this. Dexter, he knows where to find guys. Does he have time though?
I don't think he does. No.
Yeah.
It's won by Simon. They stay alive for a little bit, but they lose every single player. So that's going to be a big issue moving forward. But that's a nice little 2v3 coming in from Mo and Kios. Mo doing most of the work. He was elevated up inside of the site, just finding kill after kill. He's currently 25 and 20. I think he's just quietly been chipping away at them. And that's huge from Mo. They can stay alive, but for how much longer, Blair? Because there's a buy coming in again from Espada, and you take a look at what they've got in comparison to Simon, and you've just got to favor the CT side here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just having the one player stay alive for Simon definitely making things a little rough. 3 Galils, AK, Mag 10. That is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Ooh, okay, this is ballsy. And this actually might work out. The 3 players are still over towards the B bombs, and just 2 at A. And the rotations between Smoltov completely taken over. Look at the pace from Simon. I love this. I love this from them. They're already in A-bombs, and Kio's gonna spray through the smoke, find Thoughtfic. And now Finnegan and Patsy trapped inside the bomb site. Backup, not allowed to come in. This is going to be very hard to hold on to.
Well, Dima, oh my god,
Okay.
that's huge. 3 kills, that's it, done. Patsy with a double as well. Out of nowhere, Spada just light the round up. Yeah, they just, you scudded it, Blight. You just jinxed it completely. 16-12, Espada will take Inferno.
That was so good from Simon, and Espada's, I read the Dima's like, no.
That's it. Job done. Espada 16-12. It's time for a short break, ladies and gentlemen. But right after this, we'll have map number 2 ready for you here at ESL 1 Road to Rio.
To get by Nico. Where's it gone? Go to hit on the ramp though. He knows he's there.
Son intelligence de jeu, même quand il avait 6-7 ans, c'était assez incroyable.
Donc au début, on était meilleur que lui.
Je pense qu'il a, c'est à partir de ses 14 ou 15 ans qu'il a commencé à être meilleur.
Au début, quand il perdait, c'était un très mauvais perdant. Hein.
Oui, je me souviens très bien qu'il cassait beaucoup de souris.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
'Cause I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. You need a friend. I can't help this time. I'm in trouble. It's your eyes, I can't seem to focus. It doesn't matter 'cause you live a lie. You want attention from every guy in the park. But when you call, give you my heart, you rip it out. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same.
was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
And we ain't sleeping on the floor again. We never sleeping on the floor again. For the ones who didn't make it out, for the ones that didn't see the life, for the ones that never cared, never gave a thought, found no happiness in that brand new car or the house you bought. I see you talking about the love you lost, and it was gone like way before you ever thought it was. Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fierce, cause
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife, and when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I'll check it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances.
been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road.
I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. Yes, I was running. I know. I know.
It's been the road less traveled. All alone. Feeling my body leveled. On my own. I can just feel it. No way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it. No need to fight it. 'Cause I'm out here staying. It's lies to my soul. 'Cause lightning and thunderstorms are never stopping me before. This night is never over, not until I leave the floor. So that's passion, baby, I can never get enough. So don't you try and stop me dancing till the sun comes up. It's been the road less traveled. All alone. Feeling my body leveled. On my own. I think I'm up in heaven. 'Cause you were hell. I gave back my freedom. Made me well.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's CIS, and we've got ourselves Espada taking on Simon's Gaming. Map number 1 was, as you would expect, a mind-boggling experience, Blair, but we're here on it. Map number 2, it's Mirage.
Mind-boggling is an understatement. That was some wild Counter-Strike, but Espada coming out on top. They had some of the holds were very nice, especially the way they retook the final round at the A bomb side. Dima just coming up big. And now Simon's back are against Simon Gaming's backs are against the wall right now. They lost their map pick. Mirage is a map which Espada picked, and at least based on how they performed against Navi on their map pick, I'm going to be feeling a little worried for Simon Gaming because Espada, they're showing that they do have the chops. Players like Dima, Patsy as well, some cool rounds coming out from him. It's like no one really slacked off for Espada. Everyone kind of showed up in their own way, despite a couple of rounds which they really shouldn't have lost. But here we go. It's going to be Simon starting with T side, opting to start on the T side on Mirage here on Espada's map pick.
So one player up in towards Palace. That's going to be Norbert. Best name in CS. No, actually not. Wait, there's better, but it's one of the best. Well, Saltvik's going to be peeking in towards middle. He comes off the window, and now the push comes through from Simon. They're going to put a player up inside the window already, and it's going to be Kriaz taking the kill on towards Dexter. Saltvik wants to go through, but it's the murder hole for a reason. You don't want to go through there when there's a player waiting on the other end.
Mo? I like what they did there. The CDs are so passive. Ooh, okay, that's a lovely shot from Finnegan. But Kios with an even better shot. Dima's left alone in 1v4. Round is done.
Job done. It's going to be Simon with the win. Brilliant pistol round, actually, overall there from them into Mirage. Espada, though. I've had the, well, I don't know if I would say luxury or battering that I received here on Mirage. I played against Espada once in a little qualifier thing. We decided to sign up for a team. And Mirage was an insane map for them. So this is, when you take a look at the statistics as well, it's one they always play. So even in open qualifiers, they'll just play it just to bind people out in best of one. So it's one they're so comfortable with. They play it all the time. They play it in every sort of scenario. So I think Mirage is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Simon, but good early showings early into this pistol.
Well, I haven't had the luxury of playing against these guys, but yeah, I mean, based off at least what I saw from them on Inferno, and that's a map where they lost very convincingly to Na'Vi. You know, they do have the fundamentals are down to this map. The protocols are definitely on point, and the pistols, we all know how quite deadly they can be in the hands of both teams, to be honest, and not just for Espada, but for Simon as well. Nice little tap there from Kios to find Finnegan. That's an early pick going the way of Simon Gaming, as they will fall on back. Whoa, Patsy! That was just filth. And Mo has been spotted out. He's been spotted out, and Patsy's there. He's alone, though. Trying to take the duel. Now he knows he needs to land his shot. Does a lot of damage. Somehow he stays alive. Mo. 57 HP.
Patsy!
The box, and Patsy! It's just popping off. He finds two, and now Zima with the AK-47 catches Norbert dropping down. It's happening again, Dinko.
It is indeed, and it's a scary time to be alive here. 35 seconds, Kio's up inside of the apartments. Mac-10 in his hands, Dima's going to catch the bomb. Surely Kio's falls here. It's going to be the Mac-10, low HP. Oh no, Salt Fake, got to be careful here. 30 HP, can still die at long range to this Mac-10. Now an AK. His chances really slithering away in this round. Kio's looking to try and recover for Simon. It will be a 3K in the round for him. 17 seconds. He's going to run and try and recover this bomb. Gets the bomb planted at least. Saltvic just hiding around the corners, trying to move up, but Kios has the angle, he has the kill. And thank God, Simon will win the round, and Kios saving the day.
Every time you see pistols being bought up, it's just, it's anyone's round. So close, so much damage being dealt out by Spada. But with that, it should be a full eco now. USB should be coming out, and for Simon Gaming, they should hopefully win this one a little bit more convincingly.
So you remember yesterday when I was saying about CIS teams just playing in like 2 to 3 tournaments a day sometimes?
Yeah.
Espada have another game coming up in another tournament right after this, so that kind of just shows how much these guys really do play. It's crazy. Well, it's going to be Mo taking a kill up towards Connector. It's all onto Finnegan now into a 1v3.
Okay, that works. Mo just jumping around the corner and ensuring that they don't hemorrhage any more players. Did they just... Oh, no. They just tossed away their guns trying to swap, but they lose all of their weapons. But it's okay. That's all right. They have money. It's cool.
That's always a big meme. That happens to the best of us, though, as well, unfortunately. Is when you're playing a matchmaking, guys, you see it a little bit easier because you have extra time towards the end of the round to go and pick up your weapons. Here in the competitive rule set, there's barely any time. There's only a few seconds, so picking up and saving guns is very difficult.
Is it like 3 seconds?
Yeah, it's super
5.
short.
Yeah, it's a very
I don't think
short
as
one.
much as 5. I think it's lower.
3, right. Woo! Nasty peek there from Norbert, as like you said, the best name in Counter-Strike. I love his lead speak name. Oh, Dima. Okay, I thought Kios would push into the smoke, but it's just want to hold the line. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I love the lead speak numbers and stuff in the name. It reminds me of like good old days, you know.
Yeah, XX_Norbert.
something Slayer.
Yeah, the one thing I do here is when players put their names backwards, like Cutler and Ethan. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, Ethan's was one of the worst. Ooh, nice shot there from Dexter. And now, this is like 2 separate 1v1s, but Kios getting that kill is definitely going to help manage. But look at where the bomb is. So far away, Kios. Waiting patiently.
Ooh.
Okay, Dexter. Alright, he's still sticking around. Alright. I can understand why he went for that fight. He wants to win that 1v1, so it makes it, you know, a 1v1 in the end there. But Kios doing a great job there, staying alive. 8 kills for him, off to a great start. And Simon Gaming, 4-0 up on the T side of Mirage. On Espada's map pick. We do have a little tech... Paul's going to call it. Seems to be a little bit of FPS issues for one of the players of Simon. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long.
I think most of the FPS issues, I think everybody was complaining about, have actually been sorted, like with the recent updates, which is good. I feel like we've been getting some really good updates recently. I think that's probably helped with the release of Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, like, I find it hilarious, like, how just a couple of days or something later, as soon as Valorant launched, you see, like, all these new updates being pushed out with CSGO. Maybe they had it already, and just, like, waiting to press the big red button the second it comes out, you know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the May 18 Source 2 deadline that we hear about? And it looks pretty... I won't lie, I'm not much into conspiracy theories and whatnot, but looking at the evidence, I'm like, oh, this could be the case. Because Road to Rio ends on the 17th of May, or 18th. And that's the day where the beta depot, which we're playing on right now, the beta version of Counter-Strike that we're playing on right now, the older version, not beta, sorry, the older version of Counter-Strike we're playing on, that also expires on the same day, right? And the Chinese company, which people are saying, and it seems to know about this, are the company who are, it's kind of like ESCA, they're multiple ESCA face-it-like imitators, some people might say, in China. No, there's like a B5, there's like 5E Win, and they're like, I think, 4 or 5 of them, which is nuts in China. And the one which was quoted by some of the guys on Twitter, it's actually a company very closely associated with Perfect World, which is the the Valve equivalent, or rather Valve's partner in China, the official partner in China. So I do believe there is an element of truth in these rumors.
Yeah, I've been waiting for years for that, man. It always seems to be every couple of months we hear, oh, Source 2 is coming. So I'm just going to sit by. But yeah, I do agree, like, this looks like the most legit. But the scary part is, that's going to change so much, right? I would say we're going to... I think we're going to see, not massively, I think we're definitely going to see some misaligned nids, maybe a few things come through that are going to be slightly different. I mean, the physics will change slightly, surely, on a different engine.
Oh yeah, indeed it will. But I also feel like people might be overthinking things. They know it's Source 2, but they don't know what's going to come with Source 2. But hold on to that thought. Patsy is being a problem. Kriaz left alone.
There we go.
Knife comes in from behind. Sotvic, I like how it just waited patiently, allowed his teammates to die just so he could just come in and get the shank in. They win the round. Pistols again, and of course they retrieve 2 guns as well, AK-47 and AWP. That's definitely going to help matters, as we do see Espada now with a full arsenal of weaponry to work with here against Simon Gaming, whose money, despite winning 4 in a row, Dinko, is in the bin.
Espada just chipping away at them in these rounds, making it close, and finally when they win one, they break Simon down. It's going to be Dexter peeking in towards middle. They're going to charge in towards him, and artillery fire towards the window, and they're not slowing down, but Dima might just catch himself a few kills here, but they're so quick, he's going to miss his opportunity. And how many shots are we seeing Dexter miss? He was under pressure there, fair enough, but the Glocks have overrun 2 players already. Just Glocks play. What is happening?
It's escalating. We had Tech9s and Deagles, and now the Glocks putting in the work here. Mo?
Oh, he's got an AWP now, but there we go. Finnegan goes around the backside. Right. Kriaz with the Tech9 though. Never count this weapon out. Let's see if he can get anything done. In towards the window, doing damage on towards Patsy. Looking to try and take it down. He re-peeks, and now it's into a 1v2. A full minute left as well.
Why are you peeking?
It's just breaking my brain.
Why? I mean, why? Like, help me understand. Why would you have to peek there? You're low. You just needed 1 bullet, and Kriaz almost crosses over. The bomb plan there would have been a huge win, but my lord, like you said, 2 players being lost to the Glocks, and then Patsy kind of normalizing things out a little bit there. But these rounds, man, they're unnecessarily close, and they shouldn't be. I would love to see, like, just a clean round, you know, a normal round of Counter-Strike being played out here right now. We haven't seen that yet so far on this map.
Well, in towards the ramp, it's going to be Saltfake taking down Kriaz. And now Finnegan there as well. Salt Finnegan is going to catch Norbert. 2-man advantage now in play for the CT side.
The bomb.
Yeah, and the bomb in towards the ramp area.
I love where Sotvic is. He just pushed up. It's all the way to, on mid, top of mid. And the 2 Ts who are at mid right, and Neelan's not going to be expecting this. He can get assassinated, and Dima just needs to hold the line, doesn't need to aggress here. Just wait for Sotvic to walk on out. Spots a player, spots a head. Oh, okay. Calm taps. 1v4. Mo left alone. He's got the bomb. He's on 31 HP. And how does he time that nade? Soptic, brilliant start from him. That's just aggression from Soptic.
Well, that's just the Spada putting the perfect round together. Just getting aggressive, smashing Simon in the face, and putting them back down to another eco. It's going to be a Spada looking to try and even things up, tie things up on that scoreboard. They've got a solo buy here, the AKs, the M4s, AWP, up against barely anything here from Simon. Better start from Dexter, not overrun this time.
Norbert trying desperately to pick up his teammate's Deagle, and Soptic just peers out from connector. Lovely stuff, lovely hold towards mid. A much better anti-eco coming up from Espada.
Yeah, this one's a lot cleaner. Haven't lost a single player just yet. Nealon, the last remaining player, looking to try and cause a couple of those issues. And be the thorn in their side with his Deagle. If he can chip away something, that would be good. Patsy is going to be taking the fight, and he'll win it. Espada 4-4, evening things up, and now we take a look at what Simon can bring to the table. It'll be a full AK purchase. They'll have utility in the back pockets as well. But we will see what they can bring into this round. I think Spada actually doing good work here on their CT side.
Buy gonna be coming in. Simon. Presence towards mid and B apps. This time around, a little bit of a switch up here, a much more passive hold coming out from Espada, just relinquishing mid control. Oh, look at this from Krios. He just, oh, my bad. For a moment I had a brain fart. It was CT there. Pat,
Alright, Patsy, that's the start you want to see. That's like another eco is coming in here. Espada just shutting them down.
Okay. Alright, Patsy. He's having a game and a half right now. 11-6 for the man.
Time. It's kind of scary though for Simon that's been continuing. Neil and Lau, the last remaining player, 1v5, a lot to do here, and he's going to catch one at least. Surely, no! They know exactly where he is now as well, but Finnegan walking with a nade in his hand? What is going on? Still with 2 kills. Finnegan, what are you doing? what is that? Alright, well, 48 seconds left. Nealon's going to be grouping up on his own and heading back in towards the B-bomb site, but he's a killing machine. He's found 2 already. Having to regress through short. Dexter has the iron goal. There we go. Espada with the 5th on the board. Big round from Patsy. Not to take away anything, you know, taking the attention away from that huge play that opened things up. 5-4 now. Espada into the lead.
I'd be very if I'm casting a game between Espada and Renegades, I'd be very confused because you have Dexter and then you have Dexter over at Renegades. That should be a little bit of a mind bender.
There's just so many Dennises.
Yeah, right? Like,
I remember when during Closure to Poker Major, it was Mouse Sports playing against at the time, was it Kingwin? Yeah, Kingwin. And Dennis, the Swedish Dennis was playing on Kingwin versus Dennis from Mouse Sports, the German Dennis. And there's another Dennis, I think, as well. And then in the Bulgarian region, there's a Denny's Law. So there's just a bunch of Dennises.
Similar to Mo as well. You have Mo right now playing, then you have good old NA Mo, then we have Captain Mo, then you have, Moe from Australia. Kind of like he did play in some of the Tier 1 teams for a while, but he has, I think, stopped playing on a professional level for now. But yeah, that'd be a fun team, a team of Mo's, and funnily enough, all 4 are Opus. Here comes the play from Simon. Once more, having to make do with the pistols. Gathered up, grouped up towards the apartments where all 5 players are there, so it's kind of obvious it's going to be the hit, and once more it's going to be Patsy. And Norbert comes running out. Wow.
Dude.
How many spray guns is going to get through the smoke? This is getting ludicrous.
Well, they keep rushing him, and they just keep dying, so he's going to keep doing it over and over again. Finally, it's going to be Demo arriving to help Patsy out when he took that initial damage. And Simon, in these last few rounds, they haven't been able to kill anyone. So look at the money on the CT side.
That's obscene. And with this round, I think about 4 of the players are going to be over 10k now.
So Nealon can't do anything here, though. Let's see if he can do anything. No, Dexter gets rid of him. Look at the money, dude. Oh, no. There's only one player that isn't over 10k.
16k. I think Dexter was almost at 16k there. So, yeah, money is definitely the least of Espada's worries at the moment. And all the 6 rounds are won in a row. Simon haven't come close getting the bomb down. It's just been an absolute slaughter so far. In fact, all the 10 rounds we've seen so far, no one's been able to get the bomb down. At all. Simon Gaming, they eliminated Espada initially. Completely the first 4 rounds. And then now, Espada giving a taste of their own medicine. I like this remote. I love this remote. Aggressed, pushed fully. And I think Patsy's aware. Patsy's very much aware. Malta's going to force Mo back. He's got to fall on back. And no one's going to continue to re-aggress. He's alone.
Why?
And it's going to be Dima who's going to find him. Desperate to find a pick. And with that, Simon will have to go all the way over to the A-bomb side, where they do have the lurk in the form of, I do believe it's Norbert. Yeah, Norbert towards Palace. And still 3 CTs on the A-bomb side. There's no presence towards mid.
That utility usage on that B-bomb side was incredible. You can see Mo was just completely locked out of that round. He desperately wanted to try and take down Patsy. They see that as an issue. They can take him down. Maybe they have an opening, but that utility usage, excellent coming in from Espada. But 2 players walking up middle, as you said, no one holding it on the CT side. Instead, it's the aggressive stance in towards ramp. Dexter's going to be holding the connector push. Kios is going to fall. Krias does get the reply. Norbert coming in with the AK headshot. It's going to be Finnegan who hits the deck, and suddenly all the kills come in from Simon.
That's lovely stuff. Those are lovely entries. And considering how Espada's setup was, that could have really fallen apart here for Simon, but a great recovery. Dima pushing in, spots out a player. Nice headshot on the Krias, but Norbert replies back. Patsy's going to fall. Now they know where Norbert's position is. But Dima, he has no information. Ooh, not a great flash there. He has no idea where Neelan is, and that's a problem. Flashbang's going to allow him to... Oh, he's got smoke. But yeah, I don't really see him winning this one, unless he figures out where the second T is playing from. And Neelan not showing anything at all. And Dima's going to try and escape, but Neelan strikes at a perfect time. A huge round coming in from Simon Gaming. They stop the hemorrhaging. And a brilliant round from Norbert there.
Simon, a big individual play. Let's see if they can make that sustainable. Again, money's not a problem for Espada. So buying up into this is the name of the game. It's going to be a nice mid-smoke coming in early. Dexter looking for this opening pick for Espada up towards short. They're not going to smoke it off. Instead, they swing. Mo will take the trip, but Dexter was quick to land the shot on towards Gios. And now it's going to be D-Mat looking for the pick, but there we go. Mo starting to really open up the afterburners, taking 2 kills in towards middle. But meantime, look at this. Look at all the position that Patsy has managed to get, assuming so much B control.
And heading towards him as well, again. He's very deep, though, and if he gets a couple, they have, you know, it's going to be... the rotation's so far away, though, so even if the call comes in, it is going to be B. It's going to take forever for his teammates to come in, and Patsy seems aware of this. All about timing. The flashbang is perfect. He's blinded, he's been spotted out, recovers almost in time, but Mo, he's just not stopping anytime soon. 3 kills for him. Norbert on the lurk, gonna catch out the player that is Sotvik, and finally, Simon Gaming, they seem to be back here, after it looked like Espada might just be running away with this half. Scores really tied up, but for Espada, like you mentioned, Dinko, money is far, far from being a problem for them at the moment.
Yeah, but if they continue to lose rounds this convincingly, that money will start to really dwindle quite quickly, especially... But it's important that Finnegan stays alive. He's the player with the lowest amount of cash, so if there is the one player to save, it would be him, luckily. Simon are going to go and even the scoreline out here on Mirage. And we got ourselves a good game. And overall, it's actually been... You know, there is some insane rounds, but overall it hasn't been as bad as Inferno in terms of mistakes and a lot of crazy rounds going in with business.
Actually, nice to see like a semblance of normalcy being established in the server right now. There's no wild shenanigans with the pistols, and for Simon Gaming, they were starting to rack up the cash as well. Dual up setup coming out for the very first time. Patsy with the AWP, he has been a force to be reckoned with the M4, and then later on with the AK-47 towards the apartments area, but now, dual ops. Once again, Simon Gaming towards mid, going aggro. too crazy here. Looking for the contact plays. And Espada are pretty comfortable just giving this one up. They're playing a little bit more passive considering they do have the AWPs, the dual op setups here to work with. Simon Gaming. 3 mid. They have the float in the form of Krias towards apartments. They had Norbert floating around towards Palace, which is his usual stomping grounds, and then he's going to be slowly falling. Maybe not, he's slowly coming back. Mo, as soon as the smoke dissipates, almost spots a player out. He does spot a player out, but almost lands it. But it won't work out. As we do see the slow wraparound towards the A-bomb side taking place. Thought fake behind a murder hole. They've given up jungle. This is not looking that good here for Espada.
Oh, Kia's gonna hear those footsteps. Has to break up with the vent now. Saltfig is away. He pulls the rifle just in the nick of time, taking the headshot on towards Kios. He tried to seize his opportunity, but it didn't quite work as well. Now Patsy looking down the scope towards short. Gets an easy kill on towards Nealon. Norbert coming back in, dropping Finnegan. Mo's gonna look to line them up. Good damage on towards Patsy, but unfortunately not the kill. That would have been a huge frag to find. That would have put it back into a 3v3. But the site has been taken towards the A-bomb site. Rotation coming in from Espada. They've still got that advantage, so even if they play the retake here, they'll still have that man to work with.
Such a ballsy plan from Mo. So ballsy from him. But now that he gets a bomb down, that's an excellent plant. Much more easier to defend that bomb plant from various angles. Krias on his lurk. This could just spell doom for Espada.
I think he's almost certainly gonna get... What the hell from Dima? He turns around and finds a headshot. Mo getting a kill. Norbert towards jungle needed that frag and he's got it. But Mo, oh, he will fall to shot fake. It's all onto Norbert now. The youngster trying to make it happen. Flash up into the air. The bomb tapped. He swings into the open, finds one. Another last remaining player is Sotfik. Low HP. That's a nice headshot. Norbert displaying absolute antics across the board. 7-6 here for Simon. And that's exactly the type of hero play they needed.
That was a very, very good call as well. The second they got stopped over towards B, a very fast rotation, helped out with the fact they had the lurk on Norbert towards the A-bomb site. And yeah, like you said, Espada did have the man advantage, but it just fell apart there. Very good post plant in Norbert with the hero plays. Not just winning the 1v2, but the fact that he was able to find that empty bomb site and allow Mo to get the bomb down over at A. Netting them that round, because if they continued on towards B, I feel Espada should have really had that in the bag. But here we go. Simon once again back in to winning ways. They are in the lead once more. They had a 4-0 start. Then 6 rounds in a row for the boys over from Espada. And then now 3 on the trot for Simon. 7-6 as we do enter the penultimate round of this first half.
Simon desperately need this. If you are just tuning in, it's ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's Simon Gaming taking on Espada here in the CIS side of the Road to Rio. Simon Gaming currently a map down after losing Inferno 16-12. Espada went on a bit of a tear, built up their economy massively here, but finally Simon have broken that down. And we head into the final few rounds here of the first half. Espada actually on the back foot in terms of momentum at the minute. We'll see if Simon can keep it up. And again, these rounds have been close. It's Norbert having to pull off an incredible round there for him to win it. And now Espada looking to try and get back to winning ways.
Kind of wild how they've lost 3 rounds in a row on their CD side and they still have money in the bank. But finally, like you did mention, Dinka, the money, the bag is finally kind of barren now. Well, no dual ops this time around, just Dexter. Wise Lonesome's playing towards the CD spawn area from A. And this has just been a pretty standard default from Simon Gaming. They have Norbert just floating towards Palace, and then they have Krias towards B Abs, and meanwhile the other 3 players slowly taking mid control, which has been just handed on a golden platter by Espada. They haven't really bothered contesting towards mid that often, apart from a couple of those force buys.
Ooh.
Dexter though, nice little shot into Mo.
That's not the start you wanted for Simon. Not at all, especially since they're going to be heading towards B, and Patsy's been an absolute god on this B bomb site. He's also got Dima to back him up. Here they go, forward. Kios runs in, it's a headshot. Didn't be able to get a kill as well, but now it's Patsy, and he's overrun without a single kill. Bomb getting planted here for Norbert, and a 2v3.
That's not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Krias turning it around. 2v4. Sorry, 2v5. The 2v3, and he's going to continue to aggress more. Finnegan's holding the line though. Norbert. Beautiful shot. Doesn't re-aggress anymore. That's brilliant stuff. Finnegan now has to walk up. He's got the op scoped in. He's just paranoid someone else might be coming in. He hears the player running around there. Finnegan, this could be the time for him to peek out. They have no idea that another CT is floating in from behind. Bomb ticking away. Sophic finds one, but Norbert's there on the side. What a hero. He's just biding his time, and he's just wasting time. Playing this to perfection. What an absolute hero there. Triaz and Norbert in a 2v5. And they get round number 8 for Simon Gaming.
Norbert is really just the MVP right now for Simon in so many of these rounds. Said early on, might be a little bit underrated in terms of the impact he can deliver on. Well, he's certainly showing up in this round, or this game, should I say. The last 2 rounds have been incredible for Norbert, currently sitting on 15 kills, 8 deaths. And while Espada, that money that looked almost unbreakable, is broken down into an MP9. 2 of them infected for Matt's M4 and 1 to Eagle. Espada, even after finding that opening kill, looking solid as they held the B-bomb site. Simon still make it happen.
Final round though, so they will have to just go with whatever buy they can eke out. And Norbert continuing his reign of terror. Immediately deletes Finnegan. Kios again on the lurk. And this is just falling apart here for Espada. 6 rounds in a row. It was looking so very promising for them, but Simon Gaming, they just stopped them in their tracks as Dexter does find Yuna at the edge of the smoke. Flying from Patsy, but the MP9 at that range, not really gonna work on out as Kios seals the deal. 9-6 for Simon Gaming, a much more better performance coming out from the latter half of that first half.
Well, Simon Gaming are going to be looking forward to the second half to see if they can close out map number 2 and force us to a third. We'll find out if that is the case after this short break.
You put me in the perfect light for, and that's when you can see all my flaws. And I could tell you don't mind at all. Oh no. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you. How to love you. How to love you.
9-6 at the half. Simon Gaming, they do lead the way after charging their way back into things. It's been a pretty long and arduous battle for the Simon side, but they're currently a map down, so they desperately need Mirage.
Oh, they do. They do. They definitely don't want to go 0-2 down here in the road to Rio. It is a long road. They have a lot of games to be played as well. Espada. Look at the book out of... Ooh, this is fast.
Yeah, that's very fast. Charging it towards jungle. Mo's coming around the back of T-spawn at the moment as well. Simon Gaming, they're going to be just holding on, just waiting for Mo to get into position, and then they're just going to be pushing back into the site. Solfik has no idea.
Oh! Okay. Saved. 3v5 though, as Dima strikes, and Daxter just jumps above, spins around, trying to find another one. It's a 2v2 here, but it's all on Mo. 1v2, Dima doing God's work for his team, picks up a double, and now they're not facing. This is a smart play, and Dima finally, triple kill from him. Great flank from Mo there, but it was not going to be enough. Dima, great hold from the man, and Espada. They win, I do believe, they're the third pistol round in the series, and also the first pistol round in this particular map.
That was looking so good for Simon as well. They had the big flank from Mo, they had everybody waiting on the site, and Espada just overrun them. And I think that's just the perfect start for them coming into this. Espada have been on a little bit of a downturn in these last few rounds. I think you've got to thank Norbert for getting Simon into this position anyway. Some of those huge rounds from him. Mo was hitting some crazy shots, so Espada, they can easily get back into things. They just have to make sure they don't lose against pistols, and well, that's not the start you'd be looking for, Blair.
I'm not going to say anything just so I don't jinx it, but I agree with you. That's not a start. And it's happening again.
Simon, one of the team that, against Hard Legion, seem to always have a chance at winning these. Especially when you have Mo on a scout, things are looking scary. And that's not ideal for Dima. Now dropped to 20 HP. Luckily, he will get a headshot on towards Nealon. Maybe a light at the end of the tunnel here for Espada with that kill. Although Kios, I feel like he might just be in a good position here to take this kill towards Dima. Dima's only 20 HP and he's got a nade in his hand. He'll be picked. Oh, there we go. That's the kill from Kios. Dexter able to double up though. And it's a 2v2 again. 2v1. With Krias going in for the connector. All
Finnegan left alone. Yep. Bomb hasn't been spotted out, even though it's dropped towards top of mid. And Finnegan has just 5 frags so far in this map. He's been having a very, very quiet game, despite being quite stellar on the Inferno map. Picks up the AK-47. That was risky there. He walks on up. No one around. Player towards CD spawn. And you do have someone floating towards jungle. Is he going to check jungle is the question? No, he won't. Krias doesn't miss those. And, well, there you have it, Denko. Simon Gaming win another eco round. Or rather, force buy, but still. Pistols. Pistols come up on top. Why do you even need guns?
Yeah, I know. It's just, something Simon just have up their sleeve. It's a good asset to have, actually, just having these incredible players to show up in these kind of rounds consistently. I feel like every time Mo has a scout in his hands, and I don't think you can count any round out from Simon. He's just pretty good with that count, it seems. Well, Espada, they're going to be sending 2 players up towards the B apartments. Finnegan's been tasked with holding top middle, and, well, there is an aggressive stance coming in towards top mid. Kio's up there already.
Eagles in the hands of Espada can also be very, very deadly indeed. They are, I think, of a number of shots, just trying to draw out some... Nealon gets spotted out. But yeah, they're just trying to draw out some reaction from Simon. Simon not doing a very good job not facing here. They're taking this one very slow. As Espada group up together towards the T ramp. Dima going to be on the lurk. Have the one smoke and have the Dexter. But that one smoke's not going to be enough to cut off all angles of vision for Simon Gaming. So he has to decide where he wants to deploy that. The CT seem to be aware. You can see them slowly gravitating out. You see the 2 CTs pushing up towards short as well. That's a genius call by Simon Gaming. Exactly in 45 seconds. And the players towards mid, Nealon just destroys them. Hit comes in towards A though. And a nice shot from Sotfik. But they have too much to do here against 4 players with rifles. So unless Daxter just does something wild, nothing's going to work out. Smoke getting deployed towards jungle. There's another one picked up here by Sotfik. But it's a 2v4. It should very quickly be the round. Beautiful shot from Mo. And it's all in Patsy. 1v4. Bomb down. And he goes down as well.
So Simon going to be up to 11-7. And the weird thing about this series overall, Blair, is that Inferno was Simon's map pick, and they lost it. Espada picked Mirage, and they look worse here than they usually do, obviously, but worse than they did on Inferno. So it's kind of a topsy-turvy outcome here. Simon's certainly looking much better. I think Mirage is a map that they're always going to be comfortable on, being such a great individual team. And I think a lot of the rounds that they won, they got them back into this, were just individuals showing up. Espada, though, on the Tech 9s. Scary sign. No matter who they're going up against, these Tech 9s can certainly show up.
Oh. Oh, okay. Norbert is... Yes, that was an eco round, but he's been looking very sharp so far, and I guess he deserves to get those eco frags. He was already sitting at, I think, 17 frags, top fragging in the server. And now sitting pretty in 21. And he'll take that any time of the day. $2,400 as well. Bonus money for the SMG kills. And Simon Gaming, they called it for the tag timeout as well. This is good stuff from Simon. They finally seem to have they're woken up, so to speak. It's finally seemingly playing like the team they're supposed to be, right? Yeah. If you look at the lineup they have, yeah, you have all these different nationalities and whatnot, but you see players like Norbert, you players like Mo, Neil, and they've been around for a while. They actually look pretty good against Heart Legion, even though the final map was ridiculous on Overpass. They still look, you know, a much better team than what we've seen so far today. So it's good to see some sense of normalcy being established here. They have managed to win 8 of the past 9 rounds, and if this continues, and the money's looking good as well, if this continues, it might be map number 3 coming into play here.
Well, map number 3 looks like it's definitely locked at the moment if Espada do not win this round. This is starting to look very good for Simon Gaming. It's going to be Salt Fix is waiting. That's a great opening. Espada get off to a good start in this gun round at least. Well, we've seen them in the first half. You know, they were finding those opening picks consistently, but they always seem to let it slide. And there we go. Norbert getting rid of Patsy. We're into a 4v4 immediately.
It is kind of a throwaway round. I wouldn't say throwaway round, but kind of like a mini bonus round for Simon, because they have the SMG and the scouts in the hands of Mo. So can't really blame Kios for being a little over aggressive, trying to catch someone off guard. Finnegan! Okay, there. Beautiful transfer on the Norbert. Nealon with the trade, but now they know where the one lone CD is towards A bomb site. Bomb's gonna get planted, and Nealon waiting for the peak, but Dexter's gonna find him. And with that, Espada finally get the first round on board here on their T side. But they still have a long way to go, Dinko. 4 more to tie things up. And looking at Simon Gaming's economy, they are feeling pretty comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, they'll be feeling comfortable for the next few rounds at least here. But that's a good turnaround from Espada, one that they desperately needed coming into this round. 12-8 on the board. Not 4 away from evening things up. Simon are going to come right back into this one with a buy, like you said. So the troubles won't be finished here for Espada. It's certainly just the start of their long road back into this. And we take a look at what they've got brought to the table. They're going to be definitely looking solid enough across the board. They've got utility on every single player, AK in hand as well. And that's a good round for Finnegan. Like you said, he was a little bit quiet in that first half. But maybe if he can get off to a good start here, get a little bit of confidence injected into himself, then he can maybe start picking up that pace.
Team up. That's been pretty sick. A couple of these rounds. They need to do more. A little bit of variation with the way Espada approached their default. Mo, okay, just pushes in. Lovely stuff. Lovely aggression. It wasn't too early. It was a little bit later, and Espada probably thought, okay, you're gonna, just gonna wait for a full-on push. They're gonna be a little bit more passive, but doesn't work out. I love this from Simon. This is controlled aggression. This is my favorite sort of aggression. Not like overcommitting, not just going all, whole W, just pushing in. Just control, calm aggression, and one by one they get picked off. Dima just gets caught mid-air while jumping, and just like that, Dexter just gets left alone in a 1v5. He finds one, but this is nigh unwinnable. That is beautiful from Simon. I gotta give credit where it's due. That was very, very well played. Paced out approach. And then now they started peeking one by one.
Giving them a small opportunity. I don't think, still, you can even expect them to win this. With 40 seconds left, the bomb actually not even in his possession. It's all the way back up near spawn. They're about to find the bomb as well here with this push coming through T-spawn. It's going to be a relatively easy round in the end for Simon. But yeah, brilliant stuff from them. And honestly, they could close Mirage very quickly here. They could get this over and done with, send us to a third map. And then who knows where the series will go at that point. I think we were almost destined to have a third map in this series. When you take a look at these two teams in terms of the firepower, they're relatively balanced. I would say Simon maybe just take the edge there in terms of individual skill. But taking a look at their rankings and their map pool, they're quite similar. So we're always meant to have a close enough series. Well, Simon will win this round. It'll be 13-8. The money problems will start again for Espada. And we're likely to see a 14th round maybe on the board here for Simon. Tactical timeout coming through from Espada. Their backs are against the wall. They know they're under pressure. But this might be where they do their best work.
Some people crumble under pressure, and some people, of course, shine to turn into a diamond, and sometimes into coal, as the old adage goes. Or I don't know, I'm just making stuff up.
That's what I want to be when I die, Blair. I want to be crushed into a diamond.
I guess it's doable, right? I mean,
yeah,
you get burned.
You're just made of carbon.
Yeah, you get cremated, and then just get crushed, and then you turn into a diamond, and then get shot out into space, and then someone can sing Pink Floyd's "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" for you. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah, that's the new Viking funeral for me, really.
just it
only costs like $100,000, but we'll do. It's fine.
Or you could just volunteer. You could just ask Elon Musk. He's got a flamethrower to burn you to a crisp as well. So
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, Nate's being tossed in though by Simon towards the B apps, and Patsy will be facing a lot of problems here, and Kios just finds the one, but Kriaz is there, but nice trades coming from the T's, but look at Nealon's position. They're not going to be expecting this. Holding the line, does so much damage. Incendiary won't be tossed in. Mo's there on the site as well, and before they even get into the sites, they're down just to 2 players, Sofik and Dexter, sorry. Bomb will be planted, but the rotation is already in play. They're right around the corner. Dexter finds one, and he knows there's someone there nearby. He knows they know where Mo is with the op.
Well, at this point, just holding on. It's going to be Saltvic lining up the doubles. Nealon and Mo both picked off as they tried to re-enter from the same position. Smoke really funnels them through the door. And now another round on the board for Espada. Not done yet. That's an important time for them to shine. And when we take a look at what Simon have in play, it's not going to be a whole lot. So, really, another force buy, scrappy buy coming in here from Simon. Mo on the glass cannon, Norbert on the CZ, Famas and Deagles for the rest. But if they lose this, which is pretty likely, this is where Espada start to really ramp up their score, and they're right back into things here on Mirage.
Could very well be the case. Simon Gaming. It has been a little back and forth the past few rounds. And that was a very good recovery by Espada, considering all the 3 CDs were waiting right outside the bomb site to go for the retake. Very, very good recovery, especially with Sotfix. Some really cool shots coming out from the man. Now, Simon, with the buy that we see here on our screens, will be playing a much more aggressive, angles. Oh, okay.
Take issue, okay.
Oh, alright. Damage has been taken. So we did have a few a restart called, but we do have Kios is taking a little bit of damage, and the rules state that if a player has taken damage, you can't have the restart. And they walk into the site with the op. They walk into the site with the one op. Oh,
I hit
it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong for Espada. That is.
I hate that kind of round because everybody's kind of everybody stops thinking, stops concentrating, and then they just kind of walk into Mo. But that's just one of those annoying tech issues. We always see that happen, you know, if the damage is being taken and you're not allowed to replay the round. We always see that happen where everybody just kind of loses focus. Mo just doesn't. He stays concentrating and he takes himself 3 easy kills. Now that's just heartbreaking for Espada. That was their way back into this game, but with losing that round, they're probably in a position now where they probably are going to lose this now. As horrible and pessimistic as it is, but, you know.
I mean, it is what it is. You're calling it as you see it. Flash to pop. Nealon. Brilliant stuff there. I really like Simon CD side here. Yeah, they lost in one round to the Sparta, but apart from that, the way they're playing mid is something which I wish more of the CIS teams actually took a page out of. Like, it's some really cool stuff. They're not hyper aggressive. They get the timing right. They don't over-aggress. They catch them off guard. They don't keep doing it again and again and become predictable with it. And it's just some pretty cool stuff coming out from Simon here on Mirage, which is a map that I expect Sparta would have in the bag very, very comfortably.
Well, Sparta going to start right forward. It's going to be Nealon looking for the lineup. He gets one or towards Saltvic. Patsy able to take him down as well. Now 4v3. Patsy trying to do a lot with this M4. It's going to be Finnegan with a headshot. Norbert able to trade back. This time on towards Patsy. Now it's Dima and Finnegan into a 2 versus 3. Trying to do what they can as Dima is going to come in. Dropping Norbert. 2v2. A slight chance back into this for Sparta. It would be absolutely amazing if they walk away with this round win after the horrible nightmare scenario in the previous. Koreas and Kios, they do have a kit available in the back of Kios, a little bit of utility as well, and these two AKs looking for their way back in. Dima realizes if he plays for the pick here, he might just be able to give themselves the perfect chance to take the round. But there it is, there's the kill from Dima. Now alone though, his teammate does fall, and it's Dima. They know exactly where he's playing from. Into the 1v1 up against Krias, who starts to swing over towards the sight shot. Landed, damage done, but not the kill just yet. He'll pull the sidearm, knowing that he's connected the shot, and Krias is going to move forward. Whipping the shots though, Dima cannot get it done. Is there enough time for the defuse? Is the question.
Yes, there is.
And will Simon will get it through? It's going to be Map, and there we go. Map point here on Mirage. That was right down to the final second, Blair.
That was so very close. Well played there, and well, can't really blame him. He knew he landed the shot, but unfortunately, the Deagle, man, it's a cruel mistress. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it taketh away. And in that instance, Deagle not landing a single shot, unfortunately. Honestly, felt like Spat had managed to steal that round away, but with that, Simon are on map point, 6 map points, and they have 6 opportunities to close this one out and take us to overpass.
Well, charging on out, it's going to be Norbert with the aggressive play in towards ramp, and they're going to check this. Patsy's going to swing and take down Norbert. And advantage picked up for a Spada, site taken, bomb planted. Now they can just hold on. Simon looking to try and retake.
Retakes have been great so far. It's Dima. Wax first. It's a 3v4. It's very, very winnable. There is, apart from the one flashbang and Patsy, there's nothing to keep the CTs at bay for the time being. And they do have their one smoke, which they can use on the bomb. Mo, scoped in towards Tetris, trying to find something. And the T's are playing very passively. And look at this lure coming in from Sotfig. That's it, round's done. Mo's going to head for the hills. And it's going to be Espada staying alive to fight for at least one more round.
Whoa. Well, not done yet. It needs to be flawless now for them. That needs to be 6 rounds in a row just to take it to overtime. Easier said than done, of course, and will Simon. This round should be one where they don't really get too much done in. This should be another round on the board for Espada. Stepping one step closer to the comeback here on Mirage.
Listen, if we see a similar overpass to what we witnessed between Hard Legion and Simon Gaming, I might need help. Because right now overpass looks very, very likely indeed. Finnegan walking on out, and well, okay, let's find one. This should be the bomb site for Espada. Don't really see the off coming in for this retake. Unless Krias wins his duel, then it could make things very, very uncomfortable indeed. And he's gonna actually find Sotfig. They might fancy the chances. They have a kit. It is a full investment. But yeah, 3 AK-47s, unless the Deagle in hands of Kios finds something, and he does. He finds Finnegan. Now the retake's truly on. Molotov's gonna keep them at bay for a few more seconds. But then AWP in the hands of Mo, it's gonna be instrumental in them winning this retake to close it out.
Dexter taking down Kriaz. Now 2v2. It's going to be an easy kill for Dexter as now Mo sits back inside of spawn, having to fall away. Espada will get an 11th. Oh, Mo. He wanted to go that way, but they're watching his exit. So you're going to have to sit back and spawn itself. Dexter going around this corner is almost a death sentence here. Oh, actually lands the shot into Mo. Mo doesn't want to repeat that. Does not want to lose this AWP into the next. And there we go. At least they have that carried over. Still another easy round, most likely, on paper, coming up next, unless Mo lights up. We've seen him do that a couple of rounds previous.
Four more rounds, Dinko. Against a full eco now, with Mo with the AWP. But we also saw what happened when Mo was the only player with a gun earlier as well, so... Nothing is as it seems in CIS Counter-Strike. Kios, ooh, gets legged but survives. Mo now. This is a shot. Hasn't been the case much for him so far in the series. He has really been on point with the zoom banger. And they come walking around. Kios looks towards Palace at the worst time possible. And as A-Bomb said, there are 3 CTs there. However, the USP's gonna make them very soft. Mo's missing very uncharacteristic shots. He doesn't really miss those. $12 rounds for a spotter. 3 more to find. I don't know, Dinko. If the money continues to be miserable for Simon, they might just have to face off against just potentially 2 rifle buys. This could actually potentially work out. This could potentially go the way of overtime, just looking at the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real feasible possibility here, especially with Espada just getting that momentum going. Finnegan just got 3 kills picked up. Mo again just having to try and save this AWP. If you can save that, that's not too bad here for Simon. They'll be able to buy around it into this next one, but he's under pressure. Luckily, he catches Patsy, but Dexter's there. It will not be saved for Simon. Espada keeping 3 players alive. Money's starting to build now for the T side, and Simon, well, this is going to be a rifle round if they decide to purchase this up. Should do at least. I mean, they've got some utility.
Yeah, they can buy, except for Mo not being able to go for an off buy, and I feel like they might just go for the half buy here, which should be the case. Yeah, it is going to be a half buy. It makes sense. You want to just go into. You need 1 more round. You want to go into it with a full-fledged buy, everything. You don't want to lose an round because you were missing a flashbang or a kit or something of that nature, right? So the half buy, Deagles again. 3 CDs waiting, Norbert on top of Shadow, Mo with the scout, and 2 players towards the firebox. Already going to be aware of this. Patsy opens it up, they come pre-firing around the corner, they find 2. Now they might not be expecting Kios, but they check him, but he replies back, he looks for more, running out of bullets, but he gets spammed down. And it is going to be the round here. Don't really see this one working the way of Simon. This is scout and the CZ against his AK-47s is going to be too much of a task. Okay, I say that. And Mo just decapitates Finnegan and goes for the fight with the C4.
What? Will Salt Fake catching out Mo. It's going to be Patsy taking the kill as well. Korea's picked off and gone. And there it is. Espada 13 on the board now. 2 away from victory. Money's going to be back into the bank here for Simon. Mo makes the right decision, I think, in the last round to take the lower investment. On the scout, see if he can do some damage. Now he got the AWP in his hands. And Simon, with a full purchase, Espada, if they break this one, they are in prime position to make this happen. Mid-take from Finnegan. Molotov out towards the connector area. Norbert, aggression in towards ramp is the name of the game. He catches off Patsy.
He's comparatively very quiet to what we saw from earlier in this map. He was just like popping off. The past few rounds, he has slowed down a little bit. He's still sitting at 27 frags, mind you. He has definitely been quite a thorn in the side of Espada. Final hit coming in. Dinko, this could be it. Dexter finds Kriaz. Already expecting Kios is the question. Yes, they are free-firing around the corner, but Kios somehow recovers, and he's looking for more. How does he find 2? How does he find 2? I don't even know. Dexter finally puts him out of his misery. But now it's a 2v2 bomb. He can't plant it yet. He's alone. He has to wait for his teammate to arrive. That is Finnegan pushing up towards apartments. They have the utility, though. So that's something going to be with Espada. And Mo with the AWP. He's been so good so far. Can he do more is the question.
Well, the bomb plan is going to come through. Dexter and Finnegan making sure that it gets planted and secured. Now he's going to be trying to hold on. Dexter looks back over towards short. It's dealing with the kill. All onto Finnegan. Needs to keep the team alive. He's going to drop it. Nearly an opportunity to take him down there. But Finnegan makes it happen. 15-14. Huge plays from Finnegan. He was quiet in the first half, but he delivers here when it matters. 15-14. Espada are not done yet. And we head into possibly the last round. Well, it is the last round of regulation, but Simon wanted to try and take it over the line here. They've got the double up set up. It all lies onto this.
Come down to this, the final round. I don't know where Espada got second win from. They've won 5 in a row, 5 on the trot. It's all expectations. As Mo, though, he strikes the double op setup, working out at least for the initial few seconds of the round. They have no utility, Dinko. They have 3 flashes and a smoke. Kios with the glass cannon. Norbert with the glass M4A1. He's got nothing else to work with. This is just a Hail Mary buy where they're going to have to win every deal they take. And so far, at least, Mo giving them the slight man advantage. And Kios with the AWP, perch on top of stairs. He might actually get this pick onto Patsy. No! Looking the wrong way. He's looking the wrong way. No one's covering him. No one's covering him. And they're going to be marching onto the A bomb site. 2 CTs there. Neil and Norbert. They have so much to do with Norbert. He's got nothing to work with. No Kevlar. No utility. No kit. Just the M4A1. And no one's facing him at the moment.
Wow, Espada in prime position. There's the kill, catching Kriaz. Now 4v2, 55 seconds as they move on towards the side. It's going to be looking good here for Espada. Looking for overtime. Mo's going to hit the shot, but he will fall. Patsy takes him down, and there it is, Blair. Overtime has arrived.
How did they bring that one back? I'm flabbergasted. I rarely use that word, Dinko, but I think it's time to bring it out. Flabbergasted.
I think it's a good time to bring it out. I think it's applicable here in this situation. This is unreal from Espada. I believe we have a tech issue, though, and it's Mo, who is timed out from TeamSpeak. So, then we're trying to get back in. But we always talk about this, Blair. We're in overtime. We've had a few of them. It's 10k overtime for the road to Rio.
Which is more pressure on Simon.
Yep. Especially starting on that CT side. Espada as well, just all the momentum coming in from regulation. Simon are going to be feeling a little bit scared right now. Especially with the pressure they don't have you to have a map under their belt.
Yeah, they don't have that, right? So right now Espada, they're feeling it. If they're... I'm going to use a phrase, like, if they're sharks, they can smell the blood in the water right now. They just need 4 more rounds in this overtime, and they take the series 2-0. This is looking rough for Simon. 15-9 the scoreline. They needed just 1 more round to take it to map number 3. And it just falls apart. That final round, it's a 4v5, Dinko. They have the man advantage, and no one was looking towards connector. Not a single person. How is that allowed to happen? Like, where are the comms? Where are the protocols? Where's the setup? Especially, and you can't hold those angles, especially when you don't have the utility. You don't have the even armor to work with there. At least for a couple of the players. Kios, he just back turned towards connector, looking towards Palace. Why was a player from CD Spawn not looking towards connector? Why was there no one towards jungle? What was happening there? That is just... Ugh. My brain hurts.
That's what thinking does. And it's thinking with no reward either, Black, because you can't come up with a solution here or a reason. But 15-15, as we head into overtime, hopefully it won't be too much longer before we get Mo back into TeamSpeak and ready to go again. Let's actually give Simon a bit of a breather. I think it's needed for them at this point. Simon were pretty good on the CT side, though, early on into it. So if they can find that form again, then that's a solid bit. Espada, once they got going on that T side, they were lighting things up. Look at that kill disparity as well. There's no one really lagging behind. Finnegan, who had a quiet first half, is currently 20 and 21. Huge clutches to keep them alive in regulation towards the end as well. And as indicated by under the scoreboard, overtime. It's 1st and 19 here in overtime number 1. If you are new to CS, this concept, when we hit 15-15, we have to find a winner. There's no ties in professional CS, so we wait. And we find a victor by 4 clear rounds.
Yeah, Finnegan really stepped up, didn't he? He was, I think, sitting at 5 frags or something very, very low initially, but yes, definitely coming to zone here. Here we go. Mo, blinded, trying to find something. A wild off shot. Doesn't connect. And again, once more leading the way.
Okay.
That works.
Man advantage picked up for Simon. They need to start as well, so it's good that they've got it off the back of Neil, and no reply either from Espada. No trade potential across the map just yet.
They've slowed it down, have Espada. Now that they've secured overtime, it's different. They're taking it a little bit more slower, and I'm not necessarily a big fan of this. Like, why do you want to stop what has been working out for you so well so far? That tiny little window, Dima's walked on through. That is massive. Now, Dima, he knows where the Opera is. Mo's not aware, but the smoke's gonna bloom and it's gonna be forced on back. So it's a 4v3, and Dima springs blindly, just finds one. Nealon with a very quick trade. Now it's a 2v3. Bomb yet to be planted. It's gonna take a while here. Patsy gets spotted out. He's got a Molotov to keep the player towards a jungle at bay. There is no one there though for the time being, and he's trying to find something here. He's got connector control of connector as his teammate. And it's going to be Dexter. Beautiful shot. Catches Nealon pushing in. Now it's all on Dexter. 1v2. Trapped. And Kriaz is going to find him.
That's unfortunate.
Simon Gaming finally get around here. They just needed this round a while back. But at least, yeah, they got off on the right foot.
Yeah, good start into overtime. Spada. Not the start they would be looking for. But even after losing that initial kill, they somewhat make it close. Bring it down to just the 2v2. But Simon Gaming winning the important round as well, because, you know, if you lose that first round of overtime on the CT side, 10k overtime, you can start to lose control of that economy very, very quickly. But winning that round gives them the edge, gives them that extra bit of cash to work with.
About it now. Mixing it up. This is a better approach. This is much more faster. Sotfik spots out the player. And Mo, he's got him trapped. Sotfik's aware of this, and he's just going to smoke himself off. This is smart from the man. Mo just rattles off a shot, trying to time it right. And here comes a waterfall out from Palace. There's a player below, but Finnegan's going to open it up. Finnegan looking for more, but Mo and Nealon team up together to get a kill. Mo, though, he's still staying alive and taking people down. And now Dexter, coming into towards Connector. He finds one. He's got control of jungle. They know there's a player towards CD spawn. In fact, there are two CDs coming in. And they, of course, have the very, very late lurk in the form of Kios. He's sneaking in all the way from T-spawn. But he might be a little too late to stop the plant here. And Kriaz, though, he knows exactly where the bomb's going to get planted. He's got the second player out as well. Sotfik finds just one. Kriaz going massive. And he smoked himself off, and it does such a great job. He's delayed the plant, and now Kios coming in from behind. That could be the round going the way of Simon Gaming again.
Dexter trying to work his way into this. The smoke currently covering him off, but as soon as he taps that bomb, that's going to be a death sentence. Surely Kriaz spamming through. That's the peak from Kios. And at 17-15, Simon Gaming starting to really ramp it up here at overtime. And Espada just crumbling. All that hard work is starting to look a little bit like it's gone to waste.
Yeah, it's got to be gutting for them to, like, have, you know, just grind back one of the most impressive comebacks I've seen so far, at least in the CIS road to Rio, and then kind of, like you say, just like throw it all away. This is the opportunity to kind of break Simon Gaming, because bear in mind, ooh, they tag each other. Because bear in mind, Simon Gaming, like with the 10k overtime thing, if they could really have pressured Simon, because what happens once you get the bomb down on the, if you get a bomb down in overtime, the CTs, they have to think twice about going for the retake, because they got to do a lot of like mental math to figure out, is it worth it? Because just a 10k they usually want to save, and that usually guarantees you at least 1 or 2 rounds on the, you know, in the initial part of the overtime. But unfortunately for Espada, that doesn't happen. Simon have everything to work with. Oof. Mo somehow alive. 13 HP now from 17. As Nealon, though, is going to strike. Perfect timing. Just absolute perfection. And with that, this is looking very dire indeed. They have really gambled on his B stack. If they hit A right now, they have a tiny little sliver of an opportunity.
Well, it's going to be Norbert with the easy kill. Patsy picked off, and now it's starting to fall to pieces here for Espada. It's going to be flawless from Simon Gaming here in the first half of overtime. Dexter again left in an unrecoverable position. 1v5 with it all to do. All on his shoulders. And the jump spot coming through from Norbert. He is about to be picked off here, surely, from Dexter if he can spot him. But no, that's his position given it on over to the CT side. He'll manage one over towards short. A second attempt coming through, but there it is. 18-15. Simon getting the flawless half in overtime number 1. They just need one more round, and they've got loads of attempts.
Yeah, just need one more round, and we have said this in the past. They needed one more round out of 6 earlier in regulation, and that didn't happen, but hopefully winning these 3 rounds back-to-back would have hopefully given them that much-needed morale boost that they desperately need. Now a spot on the CD side. It wasn't the best. This aggression, 2 A1s. And Norbert's waiting patiently. 2 Ts rather, waiting on the slope, and Sophic peeks out. Yeah, I don't know what some of the players. They're perfect timing for Finnegan. And Nealon, meanwhile, and Kios, they strike simultaneously. It's all gone wrong, Dinko, and it's all on Patsy. The comeback almost happened, but in the end, it looks like Simon Gaming's going to seal this one away. It is going to be map number 3. GG already getting called as Nealon seals the deal. Massive round from him to close this one out. And Simon Gaming, they ensure we see map number 3.
Yeah, long comeback there from Espada, but unfortunately, it's a nightmare for them as soon as it hits overtime. Simon Gaming turn it up another gear, and it's going to be 19-15. The final scoreline here in Barrage. We split maps, and it's time for map number 3. Join us after the break when we'll have that ready for you.
Son intelligence de jeu, même quand il avait 6-7 ans, c'était assez incroyable.
Donc au début, on était meilleur que lui.
Je pense c'est à partir de ses 14 ou 15 ans qu'il a commencé à être meilleur.
Au début, quand il perdait, c'était un très mauvais perdant. Hein.
Oui, je me souviens très bien qu'il cassait beaucoup de souris.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
How to love you. Come a little closer.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night, it's never day. Even when I watch the floor, the dust will come. Keep on hunting for the prey. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. time. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be where we know we're again. Right from the start, I see the end. A world torn apart, but I know we're meant. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be where we know we're again.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's Simon and Espada taking it on here. The third map, a great series so far, Blamwell. We're reaching the conclusion already.
And it is quite fitting it's going to end on Overpass, where we did see at least Simon Gaming. The first time we were casting at Sparta, but for Simon Gaming it was...
Oh,
maybe...
Oh god, that was really difficult to watch.
he was difficult to watch, and they also lost the game in a very kind of a narrow fashion. So maybe a story of redemption for Simon Gaming, perhaps?
Maybe. They definitely had rounds across the board that they looked really solid in. I think the sheer fact that they never really got control of the economy and they still made it super close is almost a positive in a way. I think the fact that you've got so many individuals that can show up, I think at this point, Simon just need to get off to a good start. They're going to be on this T side. It's going to be utility in the back pocket of Nealon and Kriaz. It's going to be a double flash and a smoke for him. The rest on Kevlar.
I'm more curious to see what Simon have in store here. They did have some pretty cool ideas. I like some of their anti-ecos, the way they're approaching it. Of course, a lot of mistakes as well on their anti-ecos. But yeah, it's like hints of brilliance at the same time, hints or signs of madness from the CIS teams. And here comes a fast play, but look at the C's pushing into the smoke. That is madness. And in the smoke, they get completely, utterly annihilated. Finnegan decides not to take part in that. And it's going to leave Sotfik alone on the bomb site. And Finnegan, he waits for the smoke to dissipate, but there's a player waiting for him. And it is Kriaz who will not win the duel. So, making it a little bit more winnable, but Sotfik needs to stay alive.
He really does. And now Sotfik is going to start moving forward. Norbert's head is going to be spotted, but it doesn't really matter because Norbert in with a headshot. It's now Finnegan alone in a 1v3. He's all the way back up on short. Simon have so much control of the side. They're not giving him anything. There's the peak from Mo. I like that setup, actually. So if Finnegan swings from short, Mo takes the initial damage or spots him, then the double swing can come in from the water pit. Not required because Mo hits the headshot, but it was almost a guaranteed round there from Simon due to that setup in the 3v1.
Yeah, it was. And the play from Espada there, like, they sent a 4 players down connector, and they exploded out from Squeaky with the, even though the smoke was there. It could have worked if Sotfik had a flashbang for them. You needed flash to just come your way out there instead of just like barreling out hoping to catch someone off guard. And that's the one thing I've noticed from most of these CIS teams I've seen so far, apart from Windstrike, who have looked the best of the few teams, of the few games that we've had the opportunity to cast Dinko. And the fact that they rely too much on hoping that no one's holding that angle, that hoping that no one's going to be spotting them. And that, in my opinion, is not the right way to approach Counter-Strike as a game. You need to play the percentage. You got to go for the percentage plays. You got to rely on the fact that, hey, if you don't know this area, like who's there over here, if you don't have any certain information, we need to assume someone's there and make a play based on that. You just can't go about, just turning your back to a corner, hoping no one's gonna pick you up, no one's gonna pick you off. Because yeah, it might work a couple of rounds, but it is completely unsustainable. Simon Gaming do manage to clinch around very convincingly, a very, very clean anti-eco. And there was a force buy from Espada. That means a full eco is going to be coming in for Patsy and his fellow Counter-Strikers. And for Simon Gaming, the 2 Mac-10s still in play in the hands of Norbert and Kriaz.
It's so nice seeing 2 rounds picked up in a row after winning, the pistol. There we go. Well, Espada, they have got literally nothing here, so Simon should have a very, very easy time with things. Norbert and Kriaz want to pick up some money, get that into the bank account. And look at this pistol stack over towards B. Simon luckily aren't committing to one side of the map just yet. Sometimes we just see teams make weird decisions in these kind of rounds and just stack one side immediately and just run in. And you can always get caught by a pistol stack somewhere. But Simon going for the nice little slow default play, just poking, trying to find some information. Espada doing a good job of just sort of hiding on B as well, not giving anything up, trying to lure them in. But Norbert, he might just be the first victim.
Norbert is biding his time before he can get the kill on Dima, and he does indeed. But now the jig is up. Now they know where the USPs are, where the stack is, and that's the use of having that one player with the Mac-10 or, an MP7 or an SMG when the rest of the team has the rifles. He is afforded to go for this high-risk plays, where even if he does get taken down, it's information clean. And for the CTs, yeah, they pick up a Mac-10 or an SMG, but that's fine. And Kriaz is doing great work with the other Mac-10, just mopping up the CTs. 3 kills. Thank you very much. $1,800 in the bank. And he is gonna find no more, because Mo is gonna pick up the final kill. Simon Gaming making it look very, very good indeed, Dinko. They've only lost 3 players in the past 3 rounds, and the money is looking quite flush indeed. The buy, however, is gonna be coming in now for Espada.
Espada, they've got the AWP in the hands of Dagster. He started to show up on Mirage, so let's see if he can do anything with this weapon. If you are just tuning in, we had an absolute madman of a game, I would say. Just, you know, we'll personify the round overall, I think, was just the way to say it. Mirage is just crazy. And, well, a comeback came in from a Espada that they threw it all away in overtime. And we find ourselves here on the park in the sewers of Overpass. I think Overpass is probably my favorite map to cast. Like, overall, I think if you get a good game on Overpass, it's really super fun to cast. Because you got so much aggression that can come in on both sides, CT side and T side. It's very proactive all of the time. There's great rotations. There's always great battles, great set pieces you can have. I think it's definitely one of the more entertaining maps to cast.
Absolutely, and obviously, it's been a while since we've seen, you know, the changes take place. But I remember back when Overpass was introduced that it was quite a nightmare of a game, not just to cast, but to play as well. And yeah, Valve have definitely done a good thing with this map. It's one of my favorite maps because I feel we need to see more vertical maps, and this map feels like kind of like the spiritual successor to a map like Nuke, right? You got the sites staggered up and down. It's a very different approach from the usual 3-lane maps that we see quite often in Counter-Strike. And hold on, Thoughtfake doing great work finding a double. And despite getting taken down, the trade comes in very quickly for Dima, who just goes for an unnecessarily aggressive stance. That was a 1v3. There was no need for him to aggress in that instance. And Norbert trying his desperate best to try to get the bomb down, but a nice flank from Patsy as a spot to get the first round on board, despite losing 3 players though.
Yeah, they win the round nonetheless, so they do get a chance now to try and go on a bit of a tear on their CT affair. Simon Gaming coming right back in though, Buy is in. Mo on the AWP, AKs for the rest. Let's see what Simon have up their sleeve. I think Mo is definitely one of the more exciting players to watch on this map. We've seen him, especially on the CT side, we'll see him get a lot of action up in towards middle, jumping up on top of Party, looking for those early picks. This round though, it's not going to be an initial battle coming in across the board just yet from anyone. Espada going for a relatively passive setup on their CT side.
They do have a little bit of a forward position in the hands of Dexter. Nice double nade. Unfortunately, they're going to find anything. The peek comes in. Finnegan's going to do a smart thing. Finds a trade, falls on back. Mo trying to spot someone out. Trying to go for the cheeky boost, but not going to be spotting it. It's a CT towards the long. That is Dexter, who's opted to fall on back towards the A bomb site. He's going to be playing the anchor role while his teammate, it's Patsy, tries to support this B bomb site. And this is a interesting gamble rotate taking place. I do see Dexter making his way towards A, and the hit is coming in. Sorry, towards B, I'm sorry. The hit is coming in. They have set up the wall of smokes. Krias finds Thoughtfake, trying to be aggressive through the smoke, but Finnegan, he's got a lot of work to do. He finds one blinded and trapped. And that is going to be the round. Dexter, I don't really fancy his chances. Still feeling like he might pick up a kill on the, you know, maybe pick up an exit, but round's done. Simon Gaming, they bounce back in style, and with that, Espada's money is once more in the bin.
That's unfortunate. Not the greatest of starts coming in from Espada. Although Simon, I think they're always a relatively proficient Overpass team. I think even back in their old editions with that like completely different roster, Simon just seems to play this map. And obviously, you can't really look at the stats that way, but sometimes, you know, if there's 1 or 2 players remaining on a team, you can see a lot of skill go that way. I think Hellraisers are a team that constantly tried to make Dust 2 work. No matter what team Angel managed to have, it would always be Dust 2 just coming in. That's the map we're working on straight away. We're incorporating that into our map pool. And even the times when Hellraisers didn't even look good on Dust 2, he just kind of still forced it down the throats of players and just made it happen. But I think Overpass has always been one that I've attested the organization of Simon. Every time I see them, they just seem to always have this map in their pool.
A little bit of a quick update. Virtus Pro have beaten Na'Vi 2-0. So that happened. Yes, Counter-Strike's a wild ride, man. And honestly, deep down inside, I think we all love it. Comes the play from the CTs. The lovely nade on the dome of Thoughtfake. Down to 2 HP. Now Kevlar obviously meaning that he's very susceptible to the utility damage. Krias finds Sotvic. Dima is trying to spot something out. Molotov's going to flush him out. Beautiful pickup from Nealon. That should be the round here. The AWP is all the way towards the A-bomb side, and Dexter should be trying to hold on to that. There's no need for him to over-aggress and try and go for any pickings. And Simon's going to win a round very, very cleanly. Haven't lost a single player yet. Unless Patsy finds something, this should be a flawless round coming in for Simon Gaming. A much better showing here early on than what we saw on the in the latter half of Mirage.
Simon Gaming not losing to the Pistols. What a day this is. A day to rejoice, Blair. The Pistols haven't really done anything.
Yeah, for now.
For now, yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? Let's not do this. Let's not jinx it. Let's not tempt
we do
the
have a
eco-gods.
tendency to do that, don't we?
Yeah, it's like we particularly seem very cursed with our words.
Not as
Patsy?
cursed as Henry last night.
Oh, that was man. I got blue balls watching that. I was
that
like,
was so funny. Oh, dude.
Give me what he got, kid. And like
just like that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Luckily, we haven't had that yet.
Yeah, I don't know what really happened there, but a good win for Gen G. I mean, good revenge matchup, right? Especially for Daps, and a very, very close game indeed. I'm really enjoying this Gen G team. Yeah, they're not winning convincingly, but slowly but surely, you're starting to see them kind of the pieces fall into place. Kusa really kind of coming into his own. Bented being... I'm personally very, very relieved that Bented didn't crap the bed like Machine Gun did when he moved to NA, right? He really has been... He's not necessarily, being the star that he was in Tyloo, but I think he's fulfilling his role. I think that's more than he has to do under Daps' leadership. And Automatic as well, slowly but surely, he's starting to see glimpses of the Automatic of yore, right? He's looking so good with the AWP right now. And yeah, they're not winning super convincingly against the top NA teams, but they're definitely showing signs of being a dangerous team. And I want to see more of them on LAN once this entire Corona situation kind of goes away.
Yeah, I just can't wait till LANs come back. I think, unfortunately, for a lot of teams, I think especially G2 and Navi, we're seeing this be like the worst time possible. Everything finally clicks for Simple. A team that's looking unbeatable. A team that's literally destroying the likes of Astralis, making them look amateur. And they go and the only LAN they managed to win is Katowice. Huge LAN, but no crowd. And then, unfortunately, after that, there hasn't been any LAN. So, yeah, we've been in a pretty sticky scenario for Navi. I just hope when we get out of this situation that Navi somehow continue that form. I think it's going to be very difficult to do so, but I want to see them somewhere near that level.
Yeah, it really felt like, after Katowice, if the LANs had continued, I feel like I don't think we would have seen a reign of Navi because everyone else is looking so very good, but it just feels like, what was that from Dexter? Just like running out, no flashes, nothing? Just a dry peek that late? That's just weird. And they get punished for it. And it's a 5v4. Flashbang is good. Krias actually doesn't get blinded. I think he managed to dodge it perfectly, but he will get taken down. Here comes a hit coming in towards B, Dinko. Dima smokes himself off. A little too late with Norb, but he's wasting no time. He's a death machine, just pushing in. And a flank coming in the form of Patsy, but there's so much to do. Smoke still keeping him at bay. Bomb yet to be picked up. So Pat's probably wondering right now, what's going on? Why haven't they got the bomb down? But the 2v4 definitely firmly favoring Simon. And look at the flank coming in as well, all the way from behind. This is not looking good at all for Simon.
Well, the Molotov is going to go in towards the sandbox. That's going to force Patsy into the open. And Ikeo's are on the back line. It's going to get an easy kill on towards Finnegan. That is it, 6-1. Oh, this is just a nightmare scenario for Spada. Take a look at the money in this round. It's even going to be pretty shabby, so they're going to have to go for a little half investment. A couple of pistols, a little bit of Kevlar sprinkled in, but Simon just continuing to rain terror upon them. And the money is starting to build exponentially. It's going to be unbreakable in the next few rounds here if this continues. And Simon not really tested too much, not really having too many issues. This is the kind of performance I want to see from this team consistently. We know it's possible. We know they have the individuals to do it, but it's just finding consistency and stopping those mistakes from coming through a lot of the time. A lot of those questionable decisions.
Finally, pick this go with Dexter. This is a hero op buy coming out from Dexter. They haven't gone for full investment. It's just the op buy, just equalizing the money out and just marching towards long, making a lot of noise. Patsy's there. He has been quite something with the Deagle. He's gonna avoid it. Tries to go for the Deagle spam, but Dexter, he's just everywhere right now. 3 kills for Dexter, the one op, making it all work. Now Kriaz and Neelan left. Neelan not really blinded with that flashbang, and Finnegan continues to take the fight. Kriaz, what? The door was closed, but he immediately peeks out. It's Sofik, where was he looking the wrong way? And suddenly it's thrown around again. It's a 4v2.
Oh, that's
Dexter should get the kill. Oh no!
That's unfortunate.
That's just unfortunate. He misses a sitter. It's all in Dima. Inside a water pit. He's got a Deagle. He's got a lot to do, and he falls. Kriaz and Dexter all on him. He just
What is that, dude? That was risky. Nearly burns himself alive, but embracing his inner dragon force to the fire and flames, and while 7-1 on the board, Simon Gaming up in the hands of Mo. They will continue to have that through alongside the AKs. Espada, well, a little bit of signs of life there. You know, when if they were on life support, they would see a little beep beep, and then it would kind of just go flat again. But that is still a good positive sign. There might be a little bit more beeps going in here for Espada.
Hopefully. I get a small little mistakes, right? It's a 4v2. The rest of you guys, your teammates, they're in eco. And I forgot who it was. Was it Finnegan? I forgot who it was, but the player was facing towards long after he picked up the AK-47. There's no need. You face him once, you realize you're not even going to get the kill on him. He's not really blinded. He's got the cover of the tree and the rock. Your entire body's exposed. Fall back. It's fine. Maintain the man advantage. The 2-man advantage, in fact. And Espada, despite the heroics of Dexter, it just kind of falls flat again. That could potentially have been a round going their way. That would have been great for them. They would have got an extra couple of guns. It would have been 2-6, and they could have started mounting a comeback. Instead, it's 1-7. They have the buy-in, but again, money in the bin.
Boost coming up. Norbert with a teammate on his head. Looking over in towards the B-bomb side. It's going to be Patsy who takes away Mo. And that advantage now in play for Espada. Now, a problem I've seen actually on Mirage that became quite consistent is Espada, even when finding an opening kill, would sometimes just completely fall flat. So I have to try and up that percentage of win rate after getting the initial kill. Well, there's the trade kill already from Norbert. A follow-up coming through. That's a good double. And unfortunately, it continues the reign of terror of Norbert. 3 kills picked up. And Norbert, well, it wouldn't usually be a name that strikes fear into the hearts of men, but in this run, yes.
The best of names, the best of games. Patsy just pushing out. He does get vengeance for his fallen comrades, but Neelan with the quick double.
I love how Kios just looks so disappointed. He had a sick flank coming in. He just not even needed.
Why have you done this? Why have you done this, guys?
Yeah, you know, Norbert, yeah, gets the first 2 kills, right? That's good. Then follows up with another huge headshot. Oh god, that was a full buy as well, Blood. That was everything. And an advantage coming in for Espada. Oh, this is just horrible for them. Looking like a 9-1 on the board here for Simon if they could just take this one over the line as well. They're having no issues, no signs of stopping. Espada basically don't even have any walls of defense up at the moment. They're like a padlock and Simon are a sledgehammer.
Take a breather and just realize that it's 8-1 and should be a 9-1 here for Simon. On the T side of overpass. That doesn't happen that often. Pass is running up, but Amaldo's going to keep him at bay. Kriaz makes his escape. And Simon now just throwing things down. Norbert finds Dima. There's still a player underneath the ladder, so they're going to be a little worried about that. But Simon have looked good so far. They haven't really had any holes in the way to approaching this. Any potential weaknesses or weak spots being plugged immediately. A fast pace being set towards long. This is a classic anti-eco play coming out from Simon now. Kriaz waiting for Patsy to check the corner. He should, and he does. He gets a kill, but on 18 HP, falls. He should fall on back. Just save the AK-47 for the next round. And money on the team is not that great, even now, even despite this eco. Hit is definitely on. They definitely know where the Ts are making their way towards. The 2 CTs perched towards short. They could present a problem here, Dinko, but it is unlikely.
Oh, there we go. Dexter catching out Norbert. 3v3. 30 seconds left. T-side with a bomb site. I know Nealon is going to be the front man, just beyond the dice box. But Solfig is going to hear those digits being punched in. It's on his side, but he doesn't make the risky play. He doesn't swing into the open. The AWP was waiting for him anyway, so that would have been almost confirmed death. Well, Simon certainly looking like a ninth round on the board. The 2 AKs having to be saved on over. It's going to be Keels catching Dexter. That's one of the AKs gone. Now Saltfig trying to make a bit of a risky play. Moving forward in towards the site. It's going to drop as well. Patty gets the Deagle headshot. Now it's just save time. You just got to get that AK into the next round too. You have Kevlar as well. Looking to try and carry it over. Patsy, at least he'll have that. But it's 9-1 for Simon. And again, it just keeps on ticking over for Simon. At least they made it somewhat close there, Espada.
Yeah, doesn't matter though. 9-1 for Simon Gaming, especially with the fact that their money is still very, very solid indeed, despite losing a few players. Like 2 players over 10. I think they had 3 players over 10k there. That's a ridiculous amount of money. 9-1, and they haven't shown anything on the CD side. I gotta wonder why be allowed to overpass through, because the CD side is so lacking.
Well, tactical timeout for Espada. I think it's pretty clear as to why it's coming through. Simon Gaming, they can buy for a very long time now. Espada have shown that they're the kings of comebacks, though, in regulation. Not like it mattered too much, although Barrage, unfortunately, would have been the same income anyway. But 9-1 for Simon. Looking for double figures in this round. Again, because Espada have to invest so much into this, they're going to have nothing in reserve. So if Simon win this, it'll be, again, pistol armor for Espada next round. Unless they get a few kills across the board, then they might be able to buy. But even at this point, like we were saying, it is just all about round wins.
Yeah, at this point, forget everything else. You just need a few rounds here. I still believe that Espada do have a chop to kind of come back, and this is much better for them. A little bit of aggression. Ooh, Dima does a lot of damage. It inflicts quite a bit of pain into Neil and Nor, but not quite able to convert, but that's fine. It's a 4v3. It was a 4v2 looking at the health remaining on the Simon players. I don't know. I'm not over-aggressing anymore. Okay, go for the default hold. Smoke, a little too late though. Norb's gonna be pushing on up. Krias following closely behind. They're gonna be creeping up. Spot the offer out, and a beautiful work from Sardfig. Long spray from Nealon, but Finnegan will find him, and that's gonna be round number 2 for Espada after what has felt like almost forever. They won the 4th round, and now they've won round number 11. They need to streak and go on streak and get the final few rounds here, Dinko. They need at least like 5 to 6 rounds to at least defend, or else this one's done. This one's just like done and wrapped, and Simon pretty much can close this one out very comfortably once they switch over onto the CT side.
Well, Simon going to be charging straight away. It's Mo charging up in towards the playground area. Patsy's going to be getting aggressive. It's going to be Mo! What a kill. Dexter going to be picked off. Now Patsy looking to line them up. It's a good double. Nealon and Keo is both gone. And now Mo trying to swing into the open with a Glock. But it's Patsy taking him down as well. Big round from Patsy. It's all on to Norbert. What a play from Patsy. Just so aggressive in towards top middle. And there it is. That's the 4K. He doesn't stop. Now Espada. That's a sign of life that you love to see.
About damn time. Finally waking up. Simon Gaming now probably just stopping the tracks for a second. Like, alright, okay, we have a fight here. Patsy definitely was a force to be reckoned with on Mirage, especially on the CD side. More on the defensive side, and this time, even though he's on the CD side, just aggressing, taking the fight to Simon Gaming. But as a realist, Dinko, the question has to be asked. Is it gonna be enough? Might it be a little too late here? Because it was 9-1. Now 9-3. Simon have decided to slow things down a tad little bit. And so have Espada. Initial flurry of action in the previous couple of rounds, and now they slow things down once more. But Patsy, quite a devil indeed in the previous round, is gonna be pushing up a little bit furthermore. Dexter's there, and this time around Nealon's waiting for Patsy to peek around the corner. He's gonna pluck his head clean off his shoulders.
Oh, nice kill from Mo. He's going to catch out Sotfik, and now we're into a 5 versus 3. A 2-man advantage in place for the T side, and Nealon is going to keep running forward, cutting through the defense as he goes. Molotov clearing the close corner of the car. It's Finnegan and Dima looking to do their best, but Espada realize the save call is the best that they can do. And it's going to be 10-3 on the board now with Simon. Looking good. That's another good reply. You know, Patsy, big individual play. I talked about it the other day. When you have these kind of plays and you're basically not winning anything else, but an individual steps up, completely unsustainable. Not a way you can rely on to win round after round. So, Simon, exploit their weaknesses again and continue to just move forward with rounds on the T side.
Even this round, right? Like, you saw Patsy aggress further. You saw Sotfik and Dexter the way he got taken down. Were there any trades? No, there weren't. Everyone were just kind of acting individually. It was different from what we saw in the previous round, where when they have a plan in mind to aggress, they work wonderfully together. But once they decide to re-aggress, you need to work in tandem. You need to, like, cross in a flashbang, you know, work in pairs. So even if you get taken down, at least a trade. But Simon Gaming, they get 3 separate 1v1s. And that too not by them pushing in, just by catching a Espada trying to re-aggress with no utility usage and no teamwork or coordination for that matter. Penultimate round coming in, Dinko, and yeah, they've gone for the full invest. They do have the money, so that's alright. Dual op setup coming out. This time it's Finnegan as well, wielding the Zoom banger, and let's see what he does with it.
Well, let's see. Anything up the sleeve for Espada would be much appreciated. And now Simon are going to start moving forward. It's going to be Dima waiting for it. It's going to be Mo with the kill. Dima picked off, and now, well, a man advantage in play. It's Finnegan coming in with a big kill. Mo picked off. Now 4v4. And Finnegan looks down the barrel on towards the site. Simon have so much control of this B bomb side, but it's going to be difficult to get back in here for the CT side. You know, you've got a player pushed up in towards Graffiti, 2 inside a water pit, and 1 on the site itself playing further back at Monster. Kio's position is enough to cause problems for Espada and disjoint this retake attempt.
Save.
Yeah, I think I realized that. They just have no avenue back into the bomb side. They have to save over into this next round. So Simon Gaming an 11 on the board already. This is just a nightmare scenario here for Espada on map number 3.
4 rounds, well, it's 11 rounds now, and if they at least get the next round, it's going to be 4 rounds, but even then, is it enough? The hunt is on, the Finnegan trying his desperate best to stay alive. He's alone, mind you. There's no teammates nearby to help him out. So be very careful! Doesn't hear Keel's running up, that's another op taken out. That's unfortunate, but they do have the money, so they're going to go for the buy. But, yeah, money doesn't really matter at this point. Right now, it's about at least getting round 4. 4 rounds is still too left to defend. When you switch over to T side or overpass, where Simon have just looked so good so far. This is just a very different Simon Gaming from what we saw in the previous 2 maps.
I think it's also, to an extent, Espada just being pretty weak here on overpass as well. I haven't really seen anything that's given me any sort of confidence on their CT side. Dexter's been hitting, you know, shots every now and then, but even then he's only on 6 kills, so catching out Nealon. There's been chances for Espada to win rounds. There has been 2v1s and situations where it's come close, but they just never really get that extra edge that Simon have been taking each and every time. They do get an advantage here though, Espada. They have thrown away quite a few of these advantages since they lost a round though. But Saltfake back on the A-bomb site is going to hear Simon coming towards him. 3 players off towards that lone position. Molotov's going to deploy and prevent them from moving forward. And that's going to allow a rotation from his teammates to come through.
Problem's the timing. Sotfik's alone. The Flames keeping his teammates a bit, but great counterpunch is coming out. Sotfik, great recovery. Just finds one, but Finnegan, he joins the party, and just like that, Espada finally win a round. Pretty convincingly, in fact.
Yep.
And 4 rounds, will it be enough, though?
Yeah, level 4 at the half. Simon looking indomitable, really. Espada scrapped together a few, but it's certainly not enough to make me feel confident moving into the second half. We'll see if they can prove me wrong, though, as we go to a short break and we return for the second half.
But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to
Well, the struggles continue here for Espada. Simon Gaming leading 11-4 at the half here on Overpass, the final map of this best of 3 here at ESL 1 Road to Rio.
And I guess it wouldn't be an understatement to say that this is going to be very, very, very hard indeed, and it gets harder. Kios!
Oh my.
Okay then. 3k,
Okay.
4k, looking for the ace, and he hasn't taken a single point of damage. It's all on Sotvik, and I think Kios is ready. He's aware he wants that ace, and his teammate's going to give it to him. Kios with a beautiful, beautiful pistol round from the man. Doesn't take a point of damage, and I do believe those are all 5 headshots.
That is nuts from Kios. That connector hole coming in immediately just dispels any attempt from Espada into the pistol, but then has the cojones to go on for the last 2. That is huge. 12-4. Simon Gaming, 4 away from victory. Deagle Bye coming in from Espada. We're starting to get into the final few rounds, I think, here, Blythe. It's not really looking great for Espada whatsoever. We'll see if they can bring something into this round. It's just Eagles. We know pistols can be good for the CIS teams, but in these last few rounds, even the first half, they weren't exactly at the same level.
Oh, indeed. Like, this is just a complete stomping. And bear in mind, if there was a tiny little chance, a tiny glimmer, a tiny little hope for Espada to grind it back, it was winning the pistol round. And then, you know, trying to slowly grind their way back into this game. But Kios says no. And just completely, utterly, just smashes whatever little hope they had. Norbert. Ooh, a little bit messy there, but Mo is gonna get taken down. No, he survives for a second, but he'll finally fall. Nealon doing the job of getting the kill. Kios should be careful, but he's feeling it. He is definitely feeling it right now. There we go. Double K for him. Well, that's going to be 13-4.
You know, Espada get a few rounds towards the end of that first half, and then we come into the second here with Espada just getting absolutely destroyed. It's almost like Simon says no, and Espada just getting nothing done. We'll see a couple of Deagle's Tech 9s being brought into play, but again, Simon should be having a really easy time with things. I think it's, at this point, it's just making sure they cross their T's, dot their I's, get this round in the bag, and make sure that they smoothly sail into a 14th.
And also, for Simon Gaming, I love the kill spread. It's very equal amongst all the players, apart from, you know, obviously Kios looking a little bit better because of the the pistol round ace. Norbert, meantime, having no trouble, just dispatching everyone. Is this gonna work? No, he can't get the bomb down. There's no way he gets the bomb down. This is a classic go A, I plant B. He's actually gonna get the bomb down. It works out.
There we go. The classic you go A, I go B strategy of playing.
Wait, why is he looking the wrong way though?
I mean, there's literally nowhere else the bomb could be there. Is he examining the crime situation here? He's like, what, how does this happen?
It works out. It works out, and you can hear the cheers of millions of matchmaking players saying, "I was right. See, I told you guys. You guys go A, I go B. I get the bomb down. We win round easy, but of course, I gotta win the round."
That's the classic matchmaking IGL strat right there. I remember actually, I went into a global game not too long ago. Actually, I think it was 2 days ago. I played a global game. Some guy decides he's going to step up. He's going to be the in-game leader. So I'm like, okay, this is good. We'll listen to him. I appreciate the effort. And then on the CT side, he's calling rush strategies. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So yeah, so your average matchmaking in-game leader is not exactly one to follow, but that strat seems to work out here.
Well, I mean, what are professional Counter-Strike players in front of matchmaking globals, right?
Yeah, there's such a large disparity between the global and the pro player. It's unbelievable how the pro player suffers against such an intelligent species.
I remember, I forgot who it was. I forgot which player it was, but he tweeted out saying, I haven't faced off as good a player as some of the face at level 10s they face off in pucks.
Dude, it's unreal.
I'm like, I feel you. I know what you mean. They're so insane.
Hugo, Harry, and I have this like meme when we join a game. We always seem to queue into some of the best Finnish players to ever exist on the planet. And it's literally, it feels like we're playing a team that's better than Ents. And we go in and we just see it. Okay, Finnish 5-stack, we lost. Like, that's it. We just accept the lose because it's literally...
Why don't they get picked up by Ents then?
I know, exactly this. It's not like they're doing so great right now, so maybe head to matchmaking.
Well, they do have Yampi playing for them, and he's had a pretty good debut so far. Although, albeit it's it's not the best of competition. It's online as well.
Yampi's a sick player though. Like,
he's nuts.
The thing is, obviously, the whole situation around him is a little unfortunate. Very young when his decision was made, so I think it's nice that Ents are actually giving him another chance. Obviously, there's very differing opinions, and this is my opinion. But yeah, I think getting him a chance and really seeing what he can do, I think he's a really, really talented young player.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone hates cheaters, right? But I do believe that the punishments should fit the crime. And also it should be something which should definitely not be overdone. Like, for example, the IBA power thing, in my opinion, still to this day, I still feel very, very, I wouldn't say angry, but I still feel so bad for them because when they got banned, there was no precedent, right? And you can't just set a precedent and say, "Oh, all right, now
full ban.
We're just gonna ban him for life now." You can't do that. But Valve move in mysterious ways, so who are we to question the words of our Lord? 14-5, Espada do win a round, Dinko, while we were rambling along. So, is this a beginning?
No.
Good talk. Good talk.
That's it. Who knows, though? Espada did pull off one of the most incredible comebacks to literally not lose a single round. Win a single round, should I say, in overtime. They are a team that tried to tease us a little bit, Plow. We thought that was going to be it. Espada are going to pull it off. What a hero comeback. They pull it off. They go to overtime, and then they just face, like, straight to the deck. Not even just hitting the deck. Then they got dragged along by Simon while face down on the floor. It's not good. Not a pretty picture. And, well, it seems to continue here. 14-5. We'll see if Espada can somehow pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get back into overpass. It's round number 20.
If they can actually break the economy here, they win this round without losing too many players, it could give them a couple of extra rounds. Try and delay what looks like will be the inevitable. Yeah, it plays out. The Kios replies back. A little late, but he does get the kill onto Dima. Passing 28 HP. All the players gathering up towards long. All 3 players. In fact, Patsy's the low player, so he's going to be just spotting towards connected to cut off any rotation taking place from the CTs. But Norbert, he actually wins a deal. Patsy gets taken down. That's big. Now, it's a 3v3. Norbert's on 15 HP, but that's alright. He can fall on back, play it safe. Mo's on the A-bomb side. And I've seen some very spectacular rounds come out from Mo. Oh, the flash is deep. Norbert's ready. Norbert's ready for the trade, but Dexter... he's not missing anything, just taking matters into his own hands, and that's a call for the safer Kios. Don't really fancy his chances. Bomb's gonna go down, and Espada, despite everything, Dinko, we might be seeing a couple more rounds here at the very least.
at least pulling the charges back up, you know? Trying to get back into some sort of sense of normality, trying to prevent the complete and utter embarrassment that this would have been. And any sort of respect they can gather back for themselves is definitely a positive. I mean, getting here on the third map, I think the first map was very solid from them. Inferno, getting that done in actually quite convincing fashion. The map pick of Simon. Heading on to Mirage, I feel like a lot of rounds were looking good for Espada. If they didn't go on a little bit of a loss streak in a certain part of the game, they maybe even potentially could have taken it over the line. And then obviously in overtime, that was just a little bit unfortunate for them. But Espada is certainly a team that I think they have good enough pieces. Dima and Saltfake, obviously, I think they used to play for Team Spirit. So they've got quite a bit of experience throughout the CIS region.
Indeed. It's one thing that's curious. What's interesting for me with the Road to Rio teams we've seen so far, it's a mixture of the veterans and some of the more unknown entities, right? Of course, there are a few teams like Team Unique where most of them are pretty unknown unless you're very, very familiar with the CIS scene. But it's cool to see. That's the best thing about the majors and the road leading to the majors, even in the minors, right? You find these players, you find these teams who you've never heard of, and you're like, wow, that guy's good. This team has some pretty cool ideas, and that's the entire purpose of the majors. It is a celebration of Counter-Strike. It is an opportunity for everyone, no matter who you are, where you're playing from, who your teammates are. There's that one chance, one opportunity, no mom spaghetti, but one chance to kind of make it, to try and reach the very apex of Counter-Strike. Norbert, walking on up. I think someone heard him. No, they haven't. They're just going to keep pushing on up towards the A-bombs, and Sophics going to find himself in a free A site to take. And that is going to be, well, should be round number 7. But with Norbert getting his kill on Patsy and picking up a rifle, this could make things interesting. They have a rifle and an M4 in the hands of Kios as well. It's going to be boosted on up. They won't be expecting this.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Not like this.
Oh, well, the flank from Kriaz coming in as well is going to catch Saltfake. And while this is crumbling for the T side, it's only Dexter left alone. He'll spray away rapidly trying to take someone down, but no one coming his way. Nothing given up from Simon. Eventually, Keel's across the side, but that pulls his attention away from Nealwyn, who will take the kill through. And it's 15-6 map point for Simon. And series point as well at that.
Oh no. Oh no, this is not how they want to lose. I mean, let's be honest, it was kind of pretty much confirmed that Simon's going to take this considering the lead they had, but Espada showing a few signs, a little bit of signs of life, trying to make the scoreline a little respectable, and then to lose to what was just one rifle and pistols. Getting outflanked, outplayed, and outaimed. And Simon Gaming now, they have the foot in the throat of Espada. Just needs 5 more kills, 1 more round, this could be it. And it's going to be a fast B play. The Hail Mary play from Espada. Op flick, missed by Dexter. Another re-aggression coming out from Kios. He has been spotted out, but he's trapped here in the corner. They're going to peek him out, and they peek him alone. Dima peeks him just why he's lonesome. I'm not sure why they're doing. The nade tossed in. So much damage being dealt out. All shots miss as well. It's all gone wrong, Denko. And Espada now in a 2v5 map and series point for Simon Gaming, and just need 2 more frags to finally put Espada out of the misery, because so far this overpass map has just been misery for them.
It truly has. And well, finally, Simon, I'm going to make sure that it's taken over the line. Saltfake is going to be looking down the tunnel. Keel's on the other end of it. Bullets firing through from Monster. Finnegan trying to make a bit of a play in towards Elon, but Norbert is waiting on the other end of this half wall. And it's not going to be too easy for Finnegan to do anything here, but if he catches Norbert, slide open. He's going to hear those footsteps falling away. Norbert's going to be caught. Good kill from Finnegan. Now they're running towards the A-bomb site. He's going to throw that smoke in towards the bank area. Molotov in towards the top of the stairs and a flash deploying into the air. And Finnegan will swing on towards the site. Molotov putting on towards the stairs, but it's going to be Moat with the kill that shuts it all down. It's going to be 16-6. Simon Gaming will take the series 2-1. Another reverse sweep here in the CIS region.
Another reverse sweep, and we've been seeing a lot of 2-1s taking place. And Simon Gaming, despite some iffy rounds, iffy streaks, iffy maps, they do show that they are a better team, at least in overpass. Unfortunately for Espada, they kind of ran out of gas in the final map, and also didn't seem that confident, or for that matter, that competent as well on Overpass. Unfortunately, they will lose and they will now go 0-2 in the road to Rio. But good signs. At least it's kind of evident the amount of mistakes they made. I'm sure they're going to be going back and doing their homework, and hopefully when they play this map the next time, they will be looking hopefully a little bit better.
Yeah, it's definitely in a situation now where Espada have got some pieces to work with. Simon, again, just need to fix a few of the issues. We've definitely seen those throughout the series come in. But for the most part, Simon are looking improved. They're looking good. And well, I'm looking forward to seeing them progress here at the road to Rio. But that's it from us here on the C stream. We have no European games coming up. They'll actually be on the A and the B stream. So head on over there. We've got a lot of great matchups in the European region. So head over to ESL_CSGO or ESL_CSGO-B to watch some of those European matchups after this. So thank you very much for joining Blair and I here on the C stream. We've had another wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow with more CIS Counter-Strike. So make sure to tune in, same time, same place. See you then.
Alright.
Said I'd find a way to turn my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, 'cause I know that I can't